Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking live at Slippery Rock High School in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, where tonight the Franklin Knights are on the road on a Saturday night in Western PA against the Slippery Rock Rockets. I am Ryan Weimer. Calling the action tonight with me will be Nick Billingsley. Nick is also the producer, so kudos to Nick for all of his hard work tonight.
Well, thank you, thank you.
It's a little steamy up here in the building, but you know, we're going to power through. So tonight we have the 0-1 Rockets hosting the 0-1 Knights. Nick, last week's performance, I'm going to say, is not what either coach wanted.
No.
Whether you're Franklin or Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock got shut out last week against Fairview. They did not score a touchdown. Franklin lost to Mercer. A very defensive battle, if you will. But the offense for Franklin did not look like they were ready for the season to start. I'm not going to say there's nothing to blame other than just as a group. I think the telling stat, Nick, when you're as a group, you have -1 total yards on offense. That's going to be a tough one to pick to win.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that we scored a touchdown and had any points on the board with that is honestly amazing. And no matter how good your defense is, if you have negative yards on offense, it's going to be a hard thing to win. So
yeah. I did look at the stats on Monday, and according to the News Herald, the official stat was 52 yards of passing and -53 for running the ball.
And that's a little skewed because the sacks count as negative yards rushing. However, I mean, when your quarterbacks are struggling, you hope that you can lean on the run, and that just didn't happen last week.
No. So speaking of quarterbacks, we can start there with Landon Lynch. He was the starter last week. He was injured. From all angles we're looking, Landon Lynch has been cleared and is going to be the starting quarterback tonight for the Knights. So that's one positive that we can go with, because anytime you're pulling your backup quarterback in high school football, it tends to be somebody from another starting position that comes over to play quarterback, i.e. Freddie Blackhurst last week came and did that. Eddie Maddox came and did that. So you're taking guys who, you know, have not played a ton of reps as a quarterback for the varsity level, and then Freddie is a starting receiver. So then you're going to your two backups is where you're at with just one person going down. So tonight it looks like Landon is ready to go. He's moving. He's with the first team out there on offense, warming up. You know, he's throwing everything. So good to see Landon. The only other injured player that of note was Hunter Hedgelin. I believe, according to the paper and my son Sam, I believe Hunter had a separated shoulder. They were able to put it in at the game, so that's a good thing that it popped back in, but he's not going to be a factor tonight because of a separated shoulder. You're going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a bummer. You know, I don't know how much he was able to do on offense. He didn't get to play that much, but he was listed as one of the starters in the secondary, and he's got a lot of time. Last year he got a lot of time, and that was somebody they were definitely going to rely on.
Yeah.
So maybe not a name that you would hear too much as far as, you know, running the ball, catching the ball, things like that, but a senior leader that anytime you lose is definitely going to hurt them.
For sure, and he's a tough kid, wrestler, so anytime you lose a little bit of toughness, whether it's offense or defense. I know Hunter is basically, I think they were going to have him as a two running back scheme with behind him and Caden Mincer. We're going to share that, and Caden got quite a bit of the workload, but Hunter was hurt so early in the game that it just looked like that he was just a solo act, but it was going to be a two-headed monster, but end up just being one person out there. So other than that, I believe the Knights are healthy. I did see Jason Carey, who was last year, he's a senior. He was last year's quarterback He's on the sidelines in uniform. He has to get his heat act done and taken care of. We may see Jason in the next couple weeks, either next week at Warren or maybe the following week. Not sure. But, again, there's someone who is a senior, Nick, and it's just never a bad thing. I'm not sure how the coaches are going to put him back into play because he's not practiced a whole lot because of his injury to his knee. But it's still another senior player.
Yeah, no doubt. Somebody that's got some quarterback experience, somebody that is just a good overall athlete.
He is.
And any time you can add that to an offense that's struggling, that is something that you're excited to do.
Yeah, and something that may happen for Jason, if he's not going to be the quarterback and they're going to stay with Landon Lynch, in Turk's system, he has typically, if you are a quarterback, you're not going to be playing defense. So that may allow another person to get some reps on defense as well.
Yep.
Which, when you have a program that's limited on numbers, I believe we're somewhere in the low to mid 30s, 32 to 36 kids. If you get another senior kid, Jason's decently strong. I've seen him at the weight room at the Y. He's not as strong as you, Nick, but
no.
Truly.
He probably is now. He's a big, strong boy.
He's a strong kid, and like you said before, he's very athletic.
Yeah.
I know you've been around him from basketball in middle school and stuff, and he's a great kid as well on and off the field. And I think that's not going to do nothing but help your program. Speaking of programs, so we're here in Slippery Rock. I just did a quick count, Nick, and they're at 50 kids at Slippery Rock.
Yeah.
That is a lot of kids. I'm not exactly sure what size of, they are, whether they're single, double, triple.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But kudos to them. They look like they're just a bigger school than Franklin. I'm not sure the numbers. But when you see all those kids on the field, they got 15 to 18 more kids than what we do dressed. It's like, wow. That's alarming.
Yeah, and you obviously can only play so many, but having that extra 18 is, it averages out to 4.5, 5 a class, and that's a lot as a small school. A couple linemen, a couple skill guys, each class can really make a difference.
Yeah, and one thing that helps in something like that, I feel, Nick, we can rely on you since you're our seasoned veteran up here as far as playing. If you're playing both ways, in the third quarter, when it's this warm out, it's got to take a little toll on your body.
It does, and where you notice it too, like even like my senior year when I played for Franklin, we had pretty low numbers, and where you really notice is that even in practice, you might be the first team running back, but because numbers are so low, now you're jumping in on the scout team D line. You're just filling in, and some guys love that, some guys eat that up, some guys don't enjoy it, but regardless, your first team isn't getting a great look when you just kind of have to throw whoever you can throw out there. So yeah, bigger bodies, more bodies is always helpful.
Yeah, and I think it's something that wears on you towards the end of the game, especially in the early part of the season.
Yep, especially tonight. It's
humid out here, Nick. I know the weather, it was like 72, 74, but I'm telling you what, the humidity's got to be okay, it's 76 degrees and cloudy.
Yeah.
And that the cloud with the rain showers, if you're watching on Facebook, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little bit of rain. There's not really much rain in the area, but it's just that humid that anytime it's this humid.
That's our sweat.
See, listen, I knew I was getting ready to go. I'm getting amped up, and that's perspiration coming off the bald head.
Yep. Not a lot of airflow.
No.
In this press box.
No, not at all tonight. So one thing we can touch on, we got the weather covered. We have the injuries. Next week, we are going to Warren. So that'll be the first away game for the Knights. It's on a Friday night. So those of you that are listening, mark it on your calendar. Friday night at Warren. And if you remember last year, that was kind of the start of the winning of 4 of the last 5 games. So we're excited for that. Nick, just as a personal question, I want to dive into you a little bit here. When we reference you and playing, what year did you graduate from Franklin, sir?
2012.
So 2012,
Yep.
and just to reference, myself, I was a golfer in high school, and I graduated in '94. So there's a little bit of age difference here.
Just a little.
Yeah, my brother did play, and so I was at every football game. And, of course, our old – not old because I'm older than him, our former partner, Chad Wilkinson, he was the player as well, and he graduated in '94. And, of course, we see on Facebook, I see another former Franklin Knight, Ian Harper, is tuning in and listening, and he was a couple years younger than me. Even though he was at our high school graduation, Ian hung out with most of us.
And while we're on him, on the topic here, he says that Slippery Rock's listed as 3A, and Franklin was 3A in the last cycle, and then just recently they barely moved to 4A. So
wow.
I'd say they're pretty similar in size, really.
Yeah, so I guess that shows more of like where programs are at. Sometimes it's not all about numbers. You can have quality, but I think between quality and quantity, that is a thing you want to see. So one thing tonight, if we can get Will up top there to go to our right, that looks like the Black Knight Marching Band is going to be down there in they have a separate stands here for just the band front.
I'm not sure they're going to fit.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's kind of a cool thing to see because, we travel well with the band. I'm not saying we don't travel well for the football.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts. There are people that literally have shirts that say, "I'm with the band."
Yep.
So shout out to all you band parents out there or band front. I don't want to disregard the girls that are in the, I think they're called Knights, if I'm correct.
Yeah, sounds right.
Sounds right. They're over there getting ready to pack the stands. One thing that I know would be pretty cool is if the students are all over there by themselves, it's almost a small student section.
Yep.
So there could be some, we'll call them shenanigans.
Yep.
That could be happening over there. And that makes for good, fun high school memories, if you will, just to, things that you'll always remember later on in life. I mean, I'm sure you have memories from football on the field.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have some great memories from being in the stands and playing and just a lot of fun. So, again, we're here in Slippery Rock, the 3A Slippery Rock Rockets hosting our 3A Franklin Knights. So one thing I want to do here, Nick, is give a little recognition to some sponsors. We have Pollen Nation, which we talked about last week. Thank you, Pollen Nation. They're here for you when it comes to the fall season, whether it's getting stuff for canning, whether it's pumpkin pie, squash, all kinds of stuff. Pollen Nation is there for you. They can do other things for you, but please get a hold of them. They are over at 612 Grant Street in Franklin, and that is the old, if people are familiar, that's the old Anderson greenhouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So please visit Pollen Nation, 612 Grant Street. Lots of things coming up. You're going to have homecoming coming up, Nick, and when you have your homecoming dates, you got to get some flowers.
Absolutely.
Your corsage or just in general.
Yep.
It's a nice thing to do. So, again, Pollen Nation, shout out to them. Also, King of Spades Landscaping. Listen up, folks. King of Spades, 814-493-5138. Now, this is going to be everything King of Spades Landscaping, whether it's mowing, mulch, rock and flower bed installation, because I know I'm not going to redo a rock or flower bed. Get them to come out and do it. They'll also come out. They can do some hedge trimming, lawn fertilizing, all kinds of good things going on. So, again, King of Spades Landscaping. You know what's coming up soon, Nick, is going to be snow removal.
Don't remind me.
But we'll just talk about that just a wee little bit. They do snow removal as well. So, again, 814-493-5138. So, thank you, King of Spades, and also Pollen Nation. So a shout out to Dawn Perry tonight. She's watching. She's a huge fan of mine. I just want to let her know that I appreciate her watching. I'm sure right now she is doing nothing but smiling, listening to me yap on here. So tonight, Nick, I think the key is going to be the same as what it was last week. Because one of the problem we had last week, we have to win the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
On paper, we're big. I mean, we have the biggest line in Turks history, and we also have, I mean, you're talking about, we have tackles. We have Jacob Riddle, who is officially listed here on the program as 6'3", 275.
Whew.
That's your left tackle. Your right tackle is junior Aaron Moore, 76. He's a sophomore, 6'5", 295. Okay, so right there we have, I would say, college-sized men at the tackles. Okay, in the middle, the guards. Jeremy Cunningham is a man. He's listed 5'11", 215, and 215 pounds is muscle. He's been a weight room guy, and he's dedicated to football. And it seems like when I say dedicated to football, I know he was at practices, summer sessions, weight room, and it shows. That's where they're at. The other guard is Avery Shetler, 6 foot, 270 pounds.
Yep.
All right, so two of the people three people of the four I just named are Avery's the lightest at 270.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, no, Jeremy's the lightest at 215. But so you have 270, 275, and 295. And then at center is Caden Kaselka at 210 pounds. So our lightest lineman is 210. Then we go 215. Then we go up to the big boys.
Yep.
So that line has to protect the quarterback. And Turk is a very heavy run-oriented guy. So that's going to be something key to see tonight. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, Nick, is just a little strategy. We're not going to talk too much about this, but one thing I think the Knights are going to probably look to do is to change some things up is I wouldn't be surprised if you see some quick slants tonight.
Yeah.
As a former quarterback, if you wanted to get things going as your game for the quarterback to move the offense, in my opinion, I would think you would say, let's get, if we're not running the ball well, let's do a quick slant.
Yeah, quick slants, 3-step drops. Just don't even think, you hate to say this, but it doesn't matter what the line does. 3 steps, get it out of there.
Yeah.
Get it in a little bit of rhythm, see the ball be completed, and not be running for your life.
Yeah. Now, let me pick your brain a little bit, Nick. If you're the quarterback, when you line up and if you see maybe a little advantage, if you see them playing up, or if you see them giving you steps, they're playing 5 yards off, or if they're playing right up against you, I think that even though it's just the high school level, I'm going to say there's lots of time that they could call some sort of quick call to your receivers, and that's how it goes. So we'll see how that goes. On defense tonight, we're going to have the same defense we had last week. The big guys up front are going to be going after it, and then we're going to have the middle linebackers going and the corners and the safety. So I think the one thing that we may miss from last week was Hunter Hedgeland, I believe, is a safety out there. So that's one person that's going to be missing. But I'm
and it's hard to say what Slippery Rock does. And I don't say this to be rude because Franklin's no better, but they didn't score last week. So
right.
you really don't know what they do or what they're good at.
No, and I saw they had 120-some yards of total offense.
Yeah,
so I didn't really get to see what what they were doing and whatnot. Oh, yeah, another one of my former classmates, Dawn Stillwagon's watching Big Wagon. Now, that was a man amongst boys as well. He played football, Nick, and you would appreciate having him. I believe in high school, I'm going to say his last name is Stillwagon. We called him Big Wagon. He's not 5'2", 120. He's about 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". In high school, I'm guessing he was 275 to 290. He was all over it. So kind of an interesting group of people listening to us tonight. Some former classmates and some former Knights. So it looks like the band for Slippery Rock's on there, and they're going. Now, Nick, if we talk about numbers, I like our numbers on the band compared to our band.
Yeah, no doubt.
We got it covered. So, so we're just getting ready to get the game going here. Looks like about 8-9 minutes before we get started. I'll give a little shout out here. In the booth tonight is Ryan Briggs, and he's a gentleman, and he did give me a little bit of information tonight. The referee is going to be Steve Sear.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, Steve. Umpire Bill Spagler. Head linesman Scott Walters.
Franklin Owen.
Yes. Line judge Kevin Reese. And the back judge is Gabe Mild. So now I'm wondering if that is that's Mr. Walters?
It's Middle Scott.
It's Middle Scott,
so
okay.
I call him Big, Middle, and Junior or Little.
There you go.
There's 3 of them. There's several of them. But the only reason I know is because use the facilities, and we walked out at the same time together. So
there you
I can
go.
assure you who it is.
Well, there you go. So we're clear as to who it is. So the Knights are taking the field right now. Looks like they're led by Caden Mincer and not other than number 11, Sam Weimer. Dear to my heart, obviously. But so it's exciting tonight. It's a good night for some football. I'm excited to see how the Knights do because I feel like this is a little bit more of our speed of a game.
Yeah.
Again, just like last week, I was excited to see. It was a close game. I know there was, obviously the offense was kind of I don't know, off.
Yeah.
But it was a evenly matched teams, and I have a good feeling that tonight's going to be some evenly matched teams as well. So.
Yeah, I agree. I talked to one of the coaches when I was setting up, and he said that, in regards to them last week, they had no film on Fairview, and so they were kind of just guessing, and Fairview came out with some different stuff than they were expecting.
Yeah.
They said Slippery Rock, they, as in Slippery Rock, really didn't play a bad game. They didn't have a lot of turnovers. They didn't really kill themselves.
Okay.
Fairview just ran the ball really well, and they just slow drives. They had 2 guys with over 100 yards rushing, and they just wore them down, and by the end of the game, Slippery Rock just didn't have much left.
Yeah. Now, I know Coach Turk is very close to the Fairview program because he lives up that way.
Yeah.
And he did mention in the article in the paper, in the News Herald, that he expects Fairview to be contending for the District 10 championship for, I'm assuming it's going to be 3A.
Yeah, that would make sense. They played Grove City last night and lost, but they lost a real close one, and I know Grove City is another team that should be expected to compete for district championship this year as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but every time we play Grove City, they just their programs are pretty good, pretty stout. Here come the Rockets on the field, and as you can see, they got a nice little crew there on staff. It doesn't look like they have any big, huge horses. So, but again, you never know what you got. You don't know what the fight in that dog until you lock horns with them, and then you'll see what goes on. So, so tonight, the Franklin Knights are at Slippery Rock. Nick, today I wanted to tell you something. It was hot, and it took about 6 hours to play 18 holes at Cranberry Highlands. It was a doozy out there.
Yeah,
we had a few rain delays.
I believe that. It is just the temperature isn't so bad. It's just muggy.
It is. It's hot and sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, decent crowd over there tonight for the Franklin Knights. They are well represented.
Can't really see Slippery Rock. They're pretty well filled in.
Everybody's starting to come in here now. A fan behind us just dropped. It was kind of blowing on us.
The only airflow we had. So.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that is our biggest fan. I think Dawn Perry's our official biggest fan that's currently watching right now.
No disrespect to Dawn, but I think that might have been our most efficient fan.
Yes.
Most important, maybe, if you will.
Yeah. For tonight's action.
Yeah, we are the away team, so the home guys put the fan back on them.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So getting ready for action. Kind of neat to see some the band's getting off the field. The guys are going to start taking it. Now, we can open this up for something that's a little bit different. If you're with us on Facebook, watching live, if you have a question for Nick or Ryan, please address us.
Yep.
And we will answer the question to the best of our ability. Now, Nick's may be more educational answers.
Yeah, maybe.
Mine are generally more entertaining than they are educational. So we'll go with it that. We like to acknowledge those that are watching with us and paying attention to the game. You know, it's one of those deals where if you're watching, please interact with us because we enjoy that, and we'll see how things go tonight. So I can see there's lots of Franklin fans over here on the Slippery Rock side. So we'll see. Yeah, lots of them here. So
maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah. Wonder if they were kind of nervous, thinking, "Oh, I don't want to sit over there because the band's going to be there." But you don't have to listen. The band won't be real loud because they're down there off to the side. So it's not overpowering, I should say. Loud is not a bad thing for the band. So. Okay, so it looks like we have some captains for Slippery Rock going out there. Looks like number 22, Owen Long. Number 68, Jacob Reich. And number 5, that would be Cooper Glass. And, of course, your captains for tonight for the Knights. We have Jeremy Cunningham, number 73, Caden Mincer, number 19, number 11, Sam Weimer, number 6, Landon Lynch. So things are looking pretty good for the Knights. Let's see how things go tonight. I would give a shout out to the public address announcer. Ryan Briggs from 96.7 is a guest here tonight over on the other side of the booth. Oh, we have a question from our fellow coworker.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, Chad. Chad wants to know who I would take if I get the first pick in fantasy draft. I think he might be trying to pick my brain here, Nick.
Little insider info.
Yeah. Well, listen, everybody should do this. It's what I've seen. It's obviously Christian McCaffrey.
Easy choice.
Yeah, that's easy. But just a side note, Chad and I are both in, well, I'm in 2 fantasy football leagues, and one is with, both of them are with Chad. One's with Coach Scott Graham from the younger junior Knights, and then the other one is with a bunch of buddies that we all played softball and goof around together. So we'll see how that goes. But, Chad, you better take CMC. Okay, so it looks like the Rockets are going to be getting the ball, but I think they're going to be switching which way they're facing because they're all, Yep. No, maybe not.
Doesn't really seem like anyone has any idea where they're going.
No, it does not.
That's good. Good start.
But, yeah, it looks like Franklin is going to be kicking off. Again, if you are joining us this week and you weren't with us last week, Connor Ritchie is the kicker. He's a junior from Rocky Grove, very good kicker, has a strong leg, and he is a soccer player, but also last year Mr. Fenningworth took him under his wing and did a good job of grooming Mr. Ritchie. So it looks like the Knights are ready to kick off. It's officially 6:59 according to Chad laughed because it's a basic pick in Christian McCaffrey. Listen, don't sleep on whoever the running back is from the Jets. Don't sleep on that guy.
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall, there you go. Just for you, Chad. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock, and here we go for Franklin visiting Slippery Rock. Ritchie with a nice kick down to the 10, out to the 20, staying on this side of the field, out to the 27-yard line. Looks like that is a nice run for Cole Pearson, a senior, 6 foot, 170-pound receiver / defensive back. It's kind of interesting. Receivers and defensive backs just go hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah, you know, especially at the high school level. It's usually D-line, O-line, linebacker, running back, tight end, and receiver, DB.
Well, we can say hello. Mr. Walters is here, Scott Walters, not the middle Scott. He's out in the field, but there's Mr. Walters. He's joining us here tonight. He's
Ron Richburg.
Oh, yeah. Is Rod is he still on the school board?
You know, I believe so.
I think so.
I could be wrong. I don't.
Either current or former school board member. So it looks like number 15, Fred Campagna, is the quarterback. He's in 10th grade, 6'1", 170-pound quarterback. Handoff up the middle. And it looks like Jeremy Cunningham on the tackle. Nice little gain of about 3 or 4. Number 22, Owen Long. So if you see in the play here, whoops, there Sam missed it, but that's all right.
Filled hard, though. That was nice to see.
He's filling the lane hard. Yep, you got to fill that gap. All right. Oh, geez, Ian. Ian with a tough one here. Which team averaged more rushing yards per game? The 72 Knights, the 72 Steelers, 72 Cowboys?
72 Knights.
I'm going with the Knights.
Has to be. He wouldn't have asked that if it wasn't the Knights.
All right, Campagna rolling to the right. Throws a little bit low to number 23, Cole Schwartz. Again, another 10th grader. Again, one thing we see here, Nick, I'm not a big fan of it because maybe I'm not as athletic. I don't like right-handed quarterbacks rolling to their left.
Yeah, you know, you can't obviously roll right every single time.
No.
Because obviously they'll start to pick up on that. But, you know, for the first pass for a quarterback at this level, I say it, I feel like every single game, I just don't love rolling to the opposite hand, the first pass that you throw, because, I mean, you saw it. It was awkward. It was uncomfortable. But, hey, that's why we're up here.
All right, 3rd and 6, Campagna. We got 2 guys in motion here.
Well, that's a penalty.
Yeah, I was going to say that can't happen.
One of them had to get set there.
All right. So the Knights are going to hopefully capitalize here. You can see both men are in motion. That's a big no-no, and that's something that probably the 72 Steelers probably did on a regular.
Yeah, both guys can be moving, but one of them has to be set before the snap, and neither of them
Neither one were.
Quarterback there is real confused. You can see his hands
and
up.
He's got the old question mark going.
Yeah.
What?
Who told that guy to go there?
Right. So now 3rd and 11 at the 28-yard line for the Rockets. Campagna, if you see it's the sidelines, you got a couple guys in some neon green hats that are calling some plays. So
not to be confused with the shoes down there either.
Yeah, I see those. Again, rolling right, and there's another flag. Let's see what they call here. I want to say it might be the same kind of. Yeah. So again, another miscue by the Rockets. Back-to-back boo-boos, as we would say. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 16 now for the Rockets. Campagna looks like he's getting some signals from the sideline. I'm not sure if he's related to, but there was a Campagna that was the offensive coordinator years ago at Slippery Rock University. So takes a snap, looks to his right, pass complete, but wow. Sir, there's Mr. 73, Jeremy Cunningham. Cole Pearson was the receiver on the play. It looks like he got a couple of yards, but not much.
Yeah, I mean, a safe play there on 3rd and long. I certainly don't hate it, but boy.
No, because you're so far backed up, you don't want to go backwards here.
Exactly.
So it looks like number 23, Cole Schwartz, is out there to kick, I believe. I can't see super well. It's either Cole or I think that is. So back for the Knights, we got Freddie Blackhurst and Julian Johnson. Good snap. Kick is up, and ooh, is that bad. That's going to be out of bounds. Oh, boy. That's going to be a great thing for the Knights.
Yeah.
Knights are getting the ball at the 35-yard line. So that's 35-yard line, folks. So 1st and 10 for the Knights with 10:51 left in the first quarter. I can't imagine if you're the Knights, if you could ask for much better. So out comes number 8, Landon Lynch. I'm sorry. Did I say number 8? Number 6, Landon Lynch, leading the Knights. Looks like he's going to go out of the shotgun formation here.
This is exactly what you needed if you're Franklin here.
Oh, man, it's time to.
Yep, get a nice, good field position. Do something here.
Sam in motion. Looks like almost. Caden Mincer. Just he got a yard there, but if you can see on the tackle here, he was just real close to breaking that.
Yep, one guy. Sam with a nice block there too.
Attaboy, Sam. I'm so bad at that. I thank you for watching, Sam, because I don't want to be a homer here, but
yeah, it didn't end up being anything, but if he would have broke that tackle, Sam had the next guy, and we'd have been off and running. And
yeah.
Oh well.
So it's bringing up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line here for the Knights. About 10 minutes left in the first. Oh no. It looks like we have another flag. That's 3 flags already.
False
Pretty
start
quick.
on the receiver, I'm guessing, where the flag was thrown.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to back him up. So it's going to be 2nd and probably 14. Quick math there, Nick. Did you like that?
That was great. That was great.
Thank you.
I don't know if you saw Ian's comment, but it was, in fact, the 72 Knights. In fact, they almost average as much as the Steelers and the Cowboys combined.
Whoa. Hey now. So, Lynch, we got out here. Is that Wilmuth and Freddie closest to us? Staggerwalt. A nice little pass. There's Freddie. Okay. Well, he's not going to get many yards there, but I like getting some confidence going here.
Yep.
You have to get some confidence with these guys. So a completion is okay. I don't think he got anything, maybe a loss of 1. So it's going to bring up 3rd. It's 3rd and 14.
Yep.
So
I do like how it was a quick out, got it out of there.
Yeah. So, all right. So it looks like Johnson back in for Wilmuth. The Knights are probably going to be in a 3rd and long here with 9:30 left in the first quarter. See if this Knights line can keep these Rockets away. Johnson on the move.
They better get moving here. Whew.
Yeah. All right. Lynch rolls to his right. I like that.
Run.
Chuck it, Lynch. All right. There you go.
And
Lynch is popped out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So he got some yards. That's positive yards.
Yeah.
That's just all you can do there. There's nothing. It didn't look like anybody was open. You just got to get that ball down. You either get the ball downfield or you get downfield, one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, especially with how poorly they started to begin last week. He got a couple completions. He got to roll out and run. And where they're at on the field, looks like they might be going for it.
Yeah, it looks like there's a timeout by the Knights. They get a little bit extra time to discuss what's going to happen here. Hello, Coach Donnie Jones is watching with us here tonight. Also, Tom Myers. Many of you know Donnie Jones. If you're been around the Franklin community, whether it's at the Franklin YMCA or at the Little League fields, Coach Jones has been there. But it's high 30s. He was coaching 35, 36 years or so. And that was whenever Jack was playing. And
Nice.
Jack's been out of Little League for a little bit. So, and Tom Myers is a fellow classmate of mine. Thank you, Tom, for tuning in and listening to us tonight. Or locked in 0-0 early. There's 9:08 left in the first quarter. The Knights have a 4th and 14 coming up here out of the timeout. We'll see. It looks like they did move. Yes. That looks like a punt formation to me.
Does now for sure.
Yeah, so Ritchie out to do, Connor Ritchie out to do the punting, number 18. Again, last week he was critical and crucial in the game because it was just a field possession game. That's all I can say. So low snap by Jeremy Cunningham makes it good. And come on, ball. Don't go. Oh, all right. Good hustle. Is that Wilmuth? Yeah. So Jaden Wilmuth is just everywhere. But anyways, he was the first one down there. Tried getting it, but just couldn't quite get to the ball. So that's going to be at the 20-yard line for the Rockets. They're going to be 1st and 10 at the 20. See how the Knights defense adjusts to what they saw in the first drive from the Rockets. Another former quarterback is watching, Dave Hall. Or is that Dave Hall Sr.?
I think it's senior.
Yep, Dave Hall Sr.'s watching. He's the man, the myth, the legend himself. So it looks like the Knights, I mean, they're keeping the ball down that way. So we'll see how the Knights can react here and just kind of maybe hold serve here and keep the Rockets down. So looks like they got 3 wide, the Rockets. Campagna Takes a snap, hands off up the middle. There's not going to be much there, but a little bit. So it looks like that was 68 for the Knights. Avery Shetler, grabbed a leg there, and it might have been
a couple guys. Sam in there.
Yep, Sam and Mincer in there, or that was Jeremy maybe. Cunningham. So looks like old Sam Weimer taking the calls in from the defense. Rockets again, same formation. Handoff up the middle. Looks like there was a little bit of a run option there. So
not much doing.
Not much at all. Looks like, again, Sam Weimer in on the play. So it looks like 76 coming off the field. That's junior, Aaron Moore.
Dave Hall says he's a legend in his own mind. We think he's a legend in our minds, too, though.
All right, 3rd and 4. This is going to be an interesting one here. So the Rockets have 2 running backs in the back. Well, it looks like one's going to go up to the line of scrimmage. So they're going 4. Nope, just 3. Campagna set to take the snap here. 3rd and 4. 7:40 left. A little bit of a run by the quarterback, and he
got it.
Oh, he got that second and third effort. He's going to get that first down. So good, tough running there by the sophomore Campagna. If you watch on the replay, he had the tough go of it, and it looks like we had him, and then he escaped. And so that's going to be a first down for the Rockets at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Well, we got 7:30 left in the quarter, the first quarter, that is. Okay. Campagna rolling and has a guy open, number 23. Catches the ball out to midfield at the 50-yard line. So a nice catch and run by Cole Schwartz. Again, sophomore Cole Schwartz. So, it was a very slow developing play, and then he just got upfield a few yards. Nice block there, number 10, Cole Pearson. And nothing you love more than seeing a receiver block downfield.
Yeah, because that turned it into an extra 5 or 6 yards there. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that play. A little rollout, couple options, deep, middle, short. Find the guy open, hit him, and keep on rolling.
And it was that right. You know, your right-handed quarterback rolling right. So Douglas Popovic in motion, takes a snap. Ooh. Oh, a little throw. Okay, RPO. Number 3. Yeah, little run pass option there. That's an interesting play because it almost looked as though it was straight sideways on the play. I don't know if you want to call that no, it was a little forward pass, but he wasn't in front of the line. Ooh,
I think he's reading that end guy there.
I think so too.
And he looks at him. If the guy stays, he throws it. If the guy takes the receiver, then he's going to probably turn it up. So
definitely a different look for the Rockets than what we've seen. A little bit of very athletic sophomore at the quarterback position. Handoff up the middle. Oh, he's going to get some yards. And it looks like he might be there for the first down for the Rockets. Owen Long muscled his way up there. He's going to be right at that. I think he's right at that line of scrimmage.
Mincer had a chance on that. He kind of just got a little flat-footed, almost like he just waited for the guy to come to him, and he blew right by him.
Yeah, and that's something that I think that'll happen as he matures.
Yeah, don't doubt.
He'll definitely see. You'll see a little different Mincer as he gets older. Again, Mincer's a sophomore, playing on that far end for us, for the Knights. Hi, Katie Ewing, Jackson Ewing's mom. Handoff number 22. There you go, Mintz. That a boy, baby.
Little late flag. I don't know what that was for.
Yeah, that was so low, and that wasn't on the tackle. Definitely not a face mask or anything. Mincer was right down low.
Play.
Yeah, maybe some downfield lineman. That 55 was downfield awfully quick. Braden Hemfield for the Rockets. Again, that's a sophomore. There's am I crazy, or am I just saying there's like a ton of these 10th grade kids?
A lot of young kids out there. Mincer, what a play, though, on that. He shed the first blocker.
Yes, he
hit
did.
The second guy, and bang. I mean,
so it looks like it was something against the Rockets. I didn't see any signal there, but definitely they went backwards, so that's a good thing for the Knights.
Legal use of hands.
Oh, okay.
Not an often called thing in high school, but we'll take it.
No, that's right. So that's going to bring up 1st and 15 at midfield at the 50-yard line. We got 6 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Man in motion. Fake up the middle. Pass over the top. Little past. Okay. Now that's number 5, Cooper Glass. Now he's a senior, but just a little bit over his head. And sometimes, Nick, if you get a little excited because you have a guy open, does the ball tend to sail on you?
Yep, and if you look at it too, we can probably watch it one more time here. He gets a little, not enough air on it. He kind of throws it a little bit too hard. If he kind of just lobs it, lets that receiver underneath it, I honestly think it's probably a touchdown. But, yeah, it ties into what you were saying. He got a little excited. He saw the guy open and just didn't put enough air on it and let the guy go get it. So
that's going to bring up 2nd and 20 with 6:07 left midfield at the 50-yard line. Campagna takes a snap, little receiver screen. Wilmuth, and there's Cunningham to clean it up. So good job by Jeremy Cunningham from that defensive end position. If you watch, he reads it well. Wilmuth, then there comes Jeremy.
There's not a lot of DNs that are going to make that play. I mean, there's a lot of guys that will make the effort, but there's not a lot of guys that can make that effort and make that play. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's very good. 3rd and, well, the sign says 3rd and 18, but I don't think it's that much. But we'll see. 3rd and 18 for the Rockets. Campagna takes a snap, looks to pass. Over the middle, he's there. Number 5 takes the pass down the 20-yard line, breaks another tackle, down to the 10.
Touchdown.
5, 4, oh, wow, out down at the 2-yard line. Number 5, Cooper Glass on the catch and run for the Rockets.
What a throw.
That was a great throw. Campagna held right in the middle.
Bang.
It was there. Wow. And look at the play by Glass. I mean, he's breaking some tackles down there.
Yep, and that's over Julian Johnson, too, who had some really nice tackles last week. So it's not like it's just a guy back there.
Exactly.
So, wow, what a throw. That's
pretty impressive.
Yeah, 10th grader.
It's, again, 10th grader, right? So it's officially at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rockets, 2-yard line. They're going to say it's about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Rockets behind the arm of Fred Campagna, moving the ball. Dougie Popovic in motion. Number 3, he's open.
Oh, we had him.
Nope, number 5 is wide open. And that's a touchdown for the Rockets. Cooper Glass from Mr. Campagna. If you see there, number 3, Dougie Popovic, he was open.
Yeah.
And there he is, Mr. Cooper Glass.
Pick your poison, unfortunately.
Yeah. So very, very pass-heavy drive there by the Rockets, getting the first score of the night tonight.
First score of the season for them.
Yeah. Hey now. Let's go for the Rockets. So 6-0 Rockets, 4:39 left in the first quarter. Not quite what we were looking to start for the Knights. The all-important extra point is up, and it's good. So, and again, I say that all important because last week, if you remember, whenever the Mercer Mustangs missed that extra point, it was almost the game, set, match for them until they, got one a safety. So
yeah, I can't remember what it pertains to Franklin, being in Venango County, but I know that was the first 8-7 final in Mercer counties in like over 40 years or something crazy like that. Yeah, it's been a really long time.
Wow.
So I'm sure it's probably almost as long for Franklin, if not longer.
Yeah. Okay, so the Knights getting ready to receive the kick from the Rockets. Reason I say Dougie Popovic, I know he played baseball with Sam whenever Sam played down at the Slippery Rock Redhawks.
Nice.
And I think he was about 8 or 9 years old. He played down there. And Doug was on that team. He's a great kid, great family. Just kudos to all the Popovics if they're listening. Great people. So the Knights, we have back deep is Wilmuth. And it looks like Freddie Blackhurst, and I can't see who's all the way on the other side.
Number 3.
Was that number 3? That'd be Eddie Maddox.
Yep, Eddie Maddox. Yeah, Eddie Maddox is a pretty well-built kid from what I can see from all the way up here.
Yep, junior 5'8", 180 pounds. Yeah, that's nothing. 180 pounds at 5'8". You're pretty stout.
No doubt.
Especially, for high school.
Yep.
You don't see, 5'8", 200 pounds of brick muscle very often in high school.
No.
So the Knights need to make something happen here because they don't want to get an egg up on the scoreboard here. So the kick is back and looks like it's going to go out of bounds.
Perfect.
Yes. Good job by Eddie Maddox letting it go out of bounds around the 12 or 11-yard line. So I believe that's going to take us out to, to 35?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. So
we'll take it.
Kudos to the Knights getting ready to come out here. Looks like we got all the big boys up front coming out, so that's good. I do not see Jacob Riddle out there tonight.
Yep, now that you say that.
So it looks like in Jacob Riddle's spot will be number 50, Noah Brustel. Senior, 5'11", 190 pounds.
Yeah, I don't see him on the sideline even.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But for sure, that left tackle is number 50, Noah. So looks like, all right, so 4:39 left in the first quarter. Lynch takes a snap. Quick pitch to Mincer, and they saw that from a ways back. Looks like half the team is taking down Mincer, but leading the way is number 54, Clint Shamblin.
I don't know. Run this back here.
Number 6 is also there, Alex Cornelius.
It was obviously this is what the play was, but look at all the linemen. They just let their guys go and get to the next level, and then and all those guys just tackled them. So I don't know.
Not sure. That's quite a loss, though. It's a loss of 6. 2nd and 16 for the Knights. We got to get something going here. Mincer, the lone setback here. Looks like you got 2 tight ends almost. Staggerwalt lined up over there.
Oh, man.
Again, I can't see where he's coming from, but Mincer's met by 2 guys the minute he gets the ball. Lamont Peterson.
Coming up hard, right up the middle.
Right up the gut.
Just looks like almost like a blitz. Yeah.
I mean,
that guy's not going to get blocked. You're going to have to try and get outside of him before he comes up, but boy, he's coming up hard and makes the play.
So with a loss of 4, that's 3rd and 20 at the 29-yard line for the Knights. Not getting much, not much protection for the guys in the backfield.
Yeah, and it goes without saying, but I don't know how many 3rd and 20 plays you have here that are going to get you much for this.
Yeah.
Something quick to Jaden or Fred, hopefully, and maybe let those athletes make a play. That's about what we've got to hope for here.
Okay. Lynch back to pass to Freddie, and a bit high for Blackhurst over there.
Would have been short anyway.
Yeah, incomplete, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 20.
Mm-hmm. I like to see him letting that fly, though. I mean, it was obviously incomplete, which is what you don't want.
Yeah, right.
But, I mean, he let that thing go, and I don't think we've honestly seen that this year from him where he's just let it rip and let it go. He's got a good arm, just based off of that throw. So hopefully he's getting some confidence here and maybe next drive.
Okay, so Richie back. Cunningham does the snapping.
Oh, boy.
Make him jump. Okay, good directional kick by Connor.
Yep.
And he's going to let it go. It's going to get down about the 30-yard line. So good job, Connor Ritchie. That's going to take it down to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 30. There's 2 minutes and 42 seconds left here for the Knights and the Rockets. Hey, Nick, we got Rachel Billingsley is watching us.
Everyone has their favorite fan. I think she might be mine.
Oh, yeah. And is she the favorite fan or your favorite fans?
Yeah.
Those of you that don't know,
yeah.
Rachel is expecting and Nick are expecting their first baby. The 1st of October. What's the official date?
The 3rd, so first
October
week.
3rd.
Yep. My birthday's the 2nd, so hopefully it doesn't
Is
come
it really?
on that day. Yep. So.
Well, and my brother's birthday, he turns 50. I mean, he's older than me just by a little bit, so we won't say his age.
Sure.
Whoops.
Yeah.
50 years old to my brother this October 2nd. So the Rockets, led by Campagna, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Okay, looks like he's going to get a few yards, a little bit of a gain there. Maybe about 4 yards. Looks like a few of the right side of the D line is there. So 2nd and 5 for the Rockets. It's a beautiful night here. Just a little bit sticky and humid, but other than that, I mean, it's looking pretty good out here. So the Knights, there's a little bit of a bunch formation for the Rockets here. Campagna, little run option up the middle, takes it. Jeremy Cunningham makes the tackle, but I believe he's going to be out to the 40-yard line, which will be enough for the Rockets' first down. Hey, Michelle Scholl. She is the first lady of the special teams coach, Dave Scholl.
Coach of the week.
He was coach of the week. He's the man, the myth, just the man, the myth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know a really weird fun fact?
Yeah.
My soon-to-be-born daughter is going to go in the exact same room that Dave Shaw grew up in.
Oh, my.
Yeah, same room.
Uh-oh. Out to pass here. Number 3.
Oh, no.
From the Rockets, that's Doug Popovic. Going to get a touchdown.
Oh, my.
Wow. What a play by the Rockets.
Another great throw, too. That defense was there. He just –
yeah.
Oh, man.
Now, Doug Popovic is a junior, so he's one of the first ones we've said junior. A lot of sophomores playing on this team, but good job, Dougie Popovic.
Yeah, wow. I only see – well, we're only through number 58 here. Yeah, they have 1 senior on the entire team. 2, 3. They have 3 seniors on the entire team. 4.
Oh, wow.
That's not a lot of seniors.
No. 4 seniors. Wow. The kick is up and good. So Slippery Rock comes out to a 14-0 lead over the Knights. The Knights are on the road here in Slippery Rock with 1:22 left in the first quarter. The Rockets take a lead of 14-0. Now, Nick, when this happens, you can't just put your head down.
Yeah, and it is so easy to say. Oh, it's not easy to say. I mean, it's what you have to do, but and I don't say this rudely, but when you're consistently over the last however many years, not even just the last 2 or 3, but we're talking the last 15 years, have games multiple times a season where you're getting beat by 30, 40 points. It's really hard to keep fighting, and certainly doesn't mean this game's over by any stretch. But
no, but they could be thinking,
yeah,
"Oh, here we
exactly.
go again."
There's just so many. There's so much to remember back to, and it's just such a hard thing for some of these kids to just get it out of their head that they're still in the first quarter, and they still got a chance. But I think the same issue last week's got to get fixed this week. We got to start moving the ball.
Yeah, yeah, and there's no secret to moving the ball. You have to have your line has to be getting the protection for your quarterback. Your quarterback then has to either have a good throw or a good handoff. I mean, it's just some of the basics here we're not getting quite covered.
Yeah, and last week we didn't have a whole lot of pitches or outside runs, and it wasn't going. And they're trying. They tried to do kind of like a speed out to Mincer. They tried to toss one to Mincer, and both times they were losses. So you can only do so many things. At some point, you just got to execute them.
Yep. Nice kick back. Wilmuth takes the ball out to the 15, to the 20, breaks a tackle. Oh, he got rocked out to the 27-yard line.
He's a good little athlete.
He is very good, and he's wiry and quick. I mean, he's 5'5", 130 pounds. That's not stout by any means on the football field in high school. So see how things go here for the Knights back out here at Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. $1:15 left in the first quarter. The Knights are down 14-0 to the Slippery Rock Rockets. Lynch getting the play from the sideline. See what they got up the sleeve. You might as well start, seeing what else is in there, because what they've been doing, just not quite working.
Yep.
Okay, single set back there with Mincer. Little pitch.
I like it.
Hey, there we go.
Go.
Go,
Uh-oh.
Mincer. Oh, baby.
He's got it.
Mincer's got some wheels.
Ooh.
He's out there. All right, so we have some positive yards here. All right, by Mincer. Caden Mincer, and right there, the line did their job. If you watch here, there's, he was touched there. But other than that, there's some good blocking must be going on up front there by the Knights. So
that's great. Another pitch to him. When your offense is struggling, you got to find ways to get your best athlete the ball, and I think that's probably Mincer right now, and that's what we wanted. That was great.
Yeah, nice play by Caden Mincer, the sophomore. So now we got some positive yards here. So we're going down to the 35-yard line. Okay. Lynch set to take the snap. Back to pass. Looks over at Sam Weimer. Not sure if that was just a little bit high or something, but that didn't quite get there. So we'll see how that
I don't know. Close.
It might have been through his hands, or it might have been a little high.
Yeah, hard to say.
Either way, that would have been a great catch by Sam, but unfortunately it went incomplete. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Knights.
I like the play call, though, right after a big run, kind of getting them out, getting them in space. It was there. You just got to complete it. I think as the season goes on, I think they will, because we already look better just in these last couple plays than we did
100%
last week, and it's amazing what one good play, how that can start to get a little contagious.
Absolutely. So it looks like there's going to be a timeout here by
Franklin.
By the Knights. So in case you're watching us tonight, if there's anybody watching us that has like a little watch party going on, I know there was a couple establishments that I talked to about watching us on Stream TV. So we'll see if they're on the YouTube channel watching. If they could comment on the Facebook Live, that would be pretty cool just to see who's all out there watching. Hi, Jen Smith. Jen would be the mother of Zach and Owen Smith. I believe Zach is in his senior year in college, and Owen is a freshman up at Penn State. So things are going well for the Smith boys. All good things for them. So 1:02 minutes left, in the first quarter.
Yep.
So there's no reason to get too crazy here and think, oh, we have to hurry up. It's the first 1:02 minutes left in the first quarter. So the Knights have had a little bit of success, have had a little bit of failures tonight offensively. So it's nice to report some success because, it's just going to – I have a feeling it's just been one of those things that starts rolling, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they struggled last week. They struggled on their first couple drives here, but they're starting to piece some things together, and that's really right now all you can ask for. We're not going to get this fixed in one play, so
nope.
A little bit here and there.
Lynch takes a snap.
Ooh.
Oh, look, a little QB draw there. Okay, Lynch.
Yep, I like that.
I do too. So, he made a couple moves. In high school, I kind of feel like, Nick, when you were going and you were running for something like this, even though you're a quarterback, you can put your head down.
Oh, yeah.
Quarterbacks they're not sissies.
Yeah, and if you walk by Lynch and look at him, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He could play tight end, he could play D end, and you wouldn't even, question that. So
yes, Landon Lynch is officially listed at 6'5", 175. He might be a little heavier than that.
I would think light. So. I was watching him warm up on the field as I was setting up and kind of walked near him, and he's a big, strong boy.
He is. So Lynch takes a snap.
Get rid
Looks
of it.
back to go to Mincer. He's out there, out to 25, down to about the 20-yard. He's going to be real handy to a first down. So nice little kind of roll to your left a little bit here, and you can see where he rolls. It makes a nice, again, Nick, that's a nice touch on the ball.
Yep.
Mincer gets upfield, protects the ball, and that's going to be enough for a Knights first down. So nice play by the Knights.
Yeah, he really looks a lot more comfortable than he did.
He sure does.
You know, last week or even on the first couple drives. That again, he's going left there, and that was a nice strike. And again, you know, it's going to Mincer.
That is the end of the first quarter. With your Knights down to Slippery Rock, we're down 14-0 on the road in Slippery Rock. It's a sweat bath up here in the booth tonight, but we are willing to stay in here for you folks. Hey, Haley Mincer, she's watching. That would be mama of Caden Mincer.
Junior Knights, how'd they do today?
I did not hear. Coach Graham was supposed to get a hold of me about that. I will see him tomorrow at the draft. So I did not hear if they played or how they did. So if anybody has any information, let us know on Facebook if you would, please. I have the Facebook Live app open. Not really an app, I guess it's mostly just Facebook Live for the Stream TV. I guess it's under Stream Sports. Is that correct?
Yep.
So Stream Sports, and you can listen to us and give us some feedback, what you think. Oh, wow. A little scoring update here from the Facebook. It is Titusville 20, Girard nothing. So those of you that are familiar with the programs, Girard was the scrimmage that we had at the beginning of the year, the week before the first game against the Mercer Mustangs. So they're having a tough go of it against Titusville.
Titusville's an improving program, though. I know we played them week 1 last year, and I remember kind of similar to Slippery Rock. They had a ton of young sophomore and juniors out there playing.
They did.
So, you know, you can only hope that those guys have gained a year of experience. They had a tough week 1 game. I think it was Quarry maybe or Harbor Creek, one of the two. One of them played, Oil City played one and Titusville played the other, and they lost a close game. So,
yeah. Tough loss today for the Junior Knights. The 5th quarter, which is the little Knights, they did win. So Mincer takes it up the middle, and a little bit of yards there. Mincer with about 8-yard run, maybe 10. He's going to be again handy to that first down marker, which is the 10-yard line, I believe. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Knights. There we go.
He flies through those holes. I mean, he is quick.
I like seeing this. I mean, again, we've said before, if you have a great athlete, Mincer's a great one. He's only a sophomore. You know, you got to feed the machine.
Give it to him again.
Again, Mincer up the middle.
Moving the pile.
Staggerwald, I tell you what, Staggerwald just lit somebody. I don't know the guy, what happened, but if you watch Staggerwald, here's your favorite fullback.
Boom.
Bam. That was a collision. So
it's not his only job, but that's his main job.
Yeah,
and he's doing
his main job. So oh wow, thank you, Haley. It was 22-8 the Junior Knights. That's coached by none other than Mr. Jeff Lyons, Rocky Grove math teacher. 2nd down, Mincer up the middle with some blocking. And he's going to get down to about the 5-yard line here. The Knights making a nice move here. And the nice thing is here, Nick, I like this. It's not all at once. If there's some 10 yards here, 5,
it's 10, all Mincer, but it's not at once.
Listen, that's okay. You know, we saw a lot of Buckley last year. And you know how it goes. It might be all Buckley or all Mincer on stats, but it's going to take that line. That line is where it's at, man. So
here, I'm going a little roll out to the right.
Okay. 3rd and goal for the Knights.
Well, left based off the formation.
So Lynch takes it. Back to pass.
Corner end zone. Got him.
Freddie.
Oh.
So a good try there by, looks like that was Freddie Blackhurst over there.
That's a tough throw. Oh, my goodness. Tough throw there, and really he made a nice play on it, but.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So it looks like 4th down, they're going to bring on none other than Connor Ritchie. So it looks like it's almost an extra point.
Just
here.
about yard back.
Mincer to hold.
Pick it up. Oh, boy. And the problem is because it's not an extra point, that's where they get the ball.
So Ritchie gets the ball, keeps so that the, I mean, a good job by by Connor because he had to make sure he had the ball, but he's not in that situation very often.
No, and I mean it wasn't anything against him, but it's just unfortunately when that happens, that's where you get the ball from. So that's what you've got to do.
That's like 1-on-3.
Yeah.
He gets the ball, and it's quite a
in that situation. That's why you have Caden back there because he's such a good athlete. But when it's when the snap is basically rolled to him, whoever gets it, and then you just try to make something happen. So.
Yep. So the Knights on defense here. So I'm noticing a little bit of something here. It looks like Cunningham is not in, and neither is Sam. So maybe they're getting a break over there on the sideline. I'm not sure which.
Interesting at the same time, but maybe there's more to it.
Yep. So Campagna has 3 receivers out, rolls to his right. Oh, there's Jeremy. Complete pass for about 12 yards. That looks like number 10. That would be Cole Pearson. Okay. So nice catch and throw there by the Rockets. Throughout the midfield at about, not midfield. They're at the 45-yard line. So they have 9:50 left in the first half here. The Rockets making a little bit of a move on the Knights. Knights breaking the huddle a little late. Looks like it's Mincer out here closest to us on these receivers with Johnson. Runs up the middle.
Nice play.
Okay, who's that? Number 44. Oh, that is our freshman, Luke Marsteller.
Oh, what a play for Luke.
Look at that. Luke coming up there from the middle
linebacker.
linebacker.
Man.
Oh, wow.
That's big.
Great play, Luke.
That's big.
Good job by Luke.
I have a feeling a lot like Mincer on offense. I think we're going to hear a lot of Luke Marsteller on defense over the next several years.
Yes, you will.
He's a freshman, so he doesn't look very big right now, but I can assure you he's about as tough as it comes. And, he's going to make a lot of plays out there for us.
Yes, he is. So it takes the guy in motion. Looks like that's Dougie Popovic. And, again, a little bit of a tackle there by number 3. That's Eddie Maddox throwing him down. So if you watch here, just got caught up in traffic there, Sam.
Yep. It almost looked like he got hooked.
Yep. So it's across. Looks like they're at midfield or just across. Yep, we're going to say they're across midfield. So it's 3rd and 4.
8:30 left. We need a stop here.
So Mr. Bill Carey's listening and watching here on Facebook. Thank you, Bill. His son is Jason Carey, who we talked about earlier. Hopefully he's going to be coming back out here soon as he gets all of his stuff cleared and ready to go. A handoff up the middle. Looks like, I think they might. I don't think he has it, but a nice, good tackle there. Yeah. Number 75, Caden Kaselka. If you watch, he fights off a tackler and just rips him down. Yep. Yeah, great job. And again, right there, number 44, Luke Marsteller. Luke's, I mean, he's tough. And again, if you're just joining us, Luke's been a tough kid forever, and he's going to be one to watch for a while.
He's one of those guys that's probably going to be a captain someday, if I had to guess.
Yes, sir. So it looks like a little offsides there by the Knights, unless somebody moved.
I think, they're moving the change. I didn't see it, but
I did see it. We won't talk about that.
Oh, understood. Understood.
Yeah. So one thing that's always good to see is aggression on defense. So you want to stay aggressive here, boys.
Yep. You like that he's aggressive, especially 4th and 1. You just got to wait for the snap.
So Campagna takes a snap, hands off up the middle. Ooh, that's again. There's another 6 yards or so. Again, Owen Long doing some good work up the middle here. Number 22 for the Rockets.
It's tight up here. It's hot and sweaty up here. We're tangled in cords, but
yeah, we're good though.
We're having a great time.
All right, so it's officially 2nd and 4 with 6:50 left in the first half. Rockets are up on the Knights 14-0. Making a move here toward the end of the first half. Campagna takes the handoff to Long. Looks like he may got a couple of yards there. Who's at the bottom there?
I
Number
saw Luke
44,
again.
Luke. All right. Marceller's, I mean, he's just a beast. You get in there, and, you know, one thing that a lot of people, if you're just, you know, kind of new to watching the football and stuff, one thing that's on defense, you got to stay low. If your offensive guy is trying to block you and you're low, low man's going to win. And when you're tackling, go low. And Luke's doing a great job of that so far. So 3rd and 2 here at the 33 with 6:10 left in the first half. Campagna. Looks like he's going to take the snap up the middle. And, okay, looks like we had a little flag on the play. So we'll see what happens there. Looks like a blitz by Sam. He got caught up in traffic. And I don't know if anybody was holding there.
I don't know. They're bringing it back, but I didn't see anything on replay. Luke almost had that in the backfield.
I know. So one thing I like seeing here, I'm watching the field here. Anthony Martin just came off. Killer's back in. I think they're kind of, you know, moving some guys, subbing some guys on defense, so guys aren't going two ways the whole game. So smart coaching there by the staff.
Anthony Martin, another freshman.
Absolutely. Very good freshman.
Yep.
So number 50's out there quite a bit there. Noah, is it Brustol? If somebody could get me a good, clear enunciation on that boy. He's out there a lot. We need to get that right. So Campagna takes a look. Coming behind him, and he's wide open there. Looks like number 6 down to the, wow. So that's Alex Cornelius. Looks like he's going to go down. That might be a first down for the Rockets. Nuts, because, boy, we had him in 1st and long. Yep. And it looks like he just made it down there.
Nice little play design, play action.
Yeah,
roll.
and if you see there, Menser was coming behind him, but I don't care how fast you are. That's a tough one to catch when that happens. So they're down to the 28-yard line, the Rockets, with 5:50 left in the first half. We're up 14-0 on the Franklin Knights. So I think we have somebody from very far away. Robin Riddle's watching. She's down in Florida. Campagna. Oh, my. Busted play. Oh, and he misses Doug Popovic. Wow. That was a – yeah, I think maybe Campagna might have got a little excited because he just overthrew it and nobody was back there.
Yeah, you know, it looks like, too, it looks to me like maybe the receiver slowed down a little. Let's see here. I don't know. Yeah, he got turned up a little bit.
Yep.
Either way, we'll take it.
From Callahan, Florida, Robin Riddle. Thank you, Robin and Bodie, for watching. We appreciate that. So that's bringing up 2nd and 10 at the 28 for the Rockets. 5:47 left in the first half. So far, it's been an interesting game here. The Rockets back to pass again. Quick screen out there.
Oh, boy.
Nice blocking, number 5. Oh, he's going. He's going to get there. Wow. Good play by Cooper Glass.
Yeah.
A couple of nice downfield blocking by the other receiver. And it's just your simple wide receiver screen. But if you watch here, number 5, he just right there.
It's a really nice play.
58
design.
comes out there. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, 68 for the Rockets. Give kudos to where it's due here. Jacob Reich, that was a nice block there for the Rockets. So that's going to take the Rockets up 20-0 over the Franklin Knights. So we'll see what happens here with the extra kick. So far, he's 2 for 2. Maybe I jinxed him. And I did not. Kick is up and good. So that's going to bring it to 21-0. The Slippery Rock Rockets are up on the Franklin Knights. Now there's 5:37 left in the first half, Nick. You know, the Knights need to make something happen here. You just don't want to get into that, uh-oh, here we go again mode, because we're not there. It's 3 scores.
Yeah, you don't want to make it seem like everything's no big deal or that we're in such a bad spot that these are the things we're talking about. But, last week we didn't move the ball at all. This last drive of this week got down to the 4, you know, and tried to kick a field goal. That didn't fall through. But there's a lot that you can build off of there. Menser had a couple
100%.
nice plays.
The line is doing –
yes.
And I hate to say that they're finally doing their job. They're finally working together as a group.
Yeah, moving people.
And they're moving people. There's holes. You see, there's times where Menser has guys in the backfield. Then tonight we've had times where Mincer doesn't get touched until he's 3-4 yards deep. And that's, I don't care who you are. If you're Adrian Peterson or Bo Jackson, they didn't get hit every time 5-6 yards back. You have to get you have to have the blockers up front. Barry Sanders, different story. Okay, so watching Joy Wilkinson. Hello, Drew's mom. Thank you for tuning in. Speaking of Drew, the old Clarion Golden Eagles won Thursday night. They were out in Millersville. Drew played, and he's a tight end for Clarion, and he had a beautiful block that opened up a guy for a touchdown. And kudos to Drew. I know he's worked hard. If you remember, he had a big injury in his shoulder his senior year, and he's doing great. So. And the kick is, it's going to stay in, and that's going to be a touchback. So we're going to have to go 80 yards. That's what we got to do now. So, all right. Nick, you're rubbing my leg.
Yeah, I know. I got to stand up. And getting a little tight in here.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't know if it's something you want to know or not, but it feels a lot nicer outside of this press box.
Yep.
It's okay. Here we are.
Listen. All for the fans.
Yep. Us and Tim Shaw tucked in here nice and tight.
Oh, we are.
Having a great time.
Okay, so listen, 80 yards. That's what you got to do, Knights. You got 5:37 to do it. It's doable.
Yep.
You just got to get that, that hard-working guy going to work kind of mentality here. It's not going to be quick. Just get to work and let's move the ball.
Yep. Make it happen.
Yep. So we got Lynch with Mincer beside him there. We got Wilmuth and Freddie Blackhurst split out.
Pass on first down. I like
Pass.
Ooh, there goes Sam.
All right. Sam Weimer on the catch. Looks like about 4 or 5 yards. I like it.
I do too.
Now, one thing I'd like to see here is to maybe get this moving a little bit more.
Yeah.
Let's get the call going quicker here. So hopefully that, because obviously, you're tackled in bounds, you're going to not stop the clock. So. Okay, so the Knights are moving around here a little bit quicker than usual. So, again, same kind of formation with single back with Mincer back there.
Thrown again.
Nice. I like it.
Probably a good.
That's a good. I'm not an expert at quarterbacking, but let me just tell you, folks. Everybody was covered, and I think he knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, we're going to give him the benefit.
Yeah, that's a coverage.
Yep.
Coverage incompletion, as you'll say. Sometimes there's coverage sacks where the quarterback's back there and has, 5, 6, 7 seconds. Nobody's getting the ball, and he gets sacked. That's a coverage sack.
Yep.
But right now, that's just the, everybody was covered, so you got to get rid of the ball so we don't take a loss. 3rd and 5. Lynch back to pass. Looks. Oh man. So off of the hand of Sam Weimer. That was an odd-looking play. If we go back here and look, Lynch throws it, and I don't know what was going on there. I don't think Sam was expecting the ball.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it wasn't a bad throw, all things considered.
No, it was a good throw.
In football, he'd probably be what you would call open. I mean, but yeah, it just didn't look right. It didn't look like he thought he was going to have that.
Yeah, he wasn't wide open, but he was open. So, Connor Ritchie on to punt. Looks like that's Jeremy Cunningham to snap. Good. Nice punt right at him. We'll see where he goes. Out to the right.
Oh, boy.
Breaks the tackle. And he's not going very far there. Okay.
I think their blocker might have saved us because he got slowed down by his own guy pretty hard there.
So good return for Owen Long. I mean, that's down to 35-yard line. So basically Slippery Rock's going to have another chance to score here with 4:39 left in the first half. The Knights are down 21-0 here to the Rockets. Julie Hill listening. That's old Junior's mom. Thank you for tuning in. So it looks like the Knights are kind of a little wish-washy here. We need a little defensive stand so that we stop this, because we can't, going down four, scores is a tough task for a second half. All right, so Compagna has 3 wide. Man in motion is Dougie Popovic. Takes the snap. flag on the play. Looks like he gained about 3, but there's a flag back in the old holding department.
Yep.
A nice little play.
Oh, yeah.
But
on 73.
Yep.
Well, they were holding 73.
You can't hold Jeremy.
Nope.
No, sir.
That's why they threw 2 flags
That's
instead
right.
of just 1.
And as you know, that is Killa Cunningham. Otherwise, his birth name is Jeremy. That's a name that Maddie gave him. Killa.
There's a lot of good nicknames, and there's a lot of good football nicknames, and Killa is a good football nickname.
If you're a defensive end in high school football or just football in general, and your name's Killa,
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be 1st and 20 now for the Rockets. They got 3 wide. Campagna takes a snap, looks back. Oh, here comes. All right. That was pressure by Mintz. Yep. Coming off the edge there.
Forced an early throw. I don't think the timing was there.
It did. If you see right here, Mintzer's in there, and he jumped. Yeah, that play never got developed. And so we'll see how it goes. Oh, baby. The man, the myth, the legend coming up the steps. The band director himself. How we doing tonight, sir? Good. Good to see you. It's not raining. No, we don't want the band getting wet at halftime. All right. Hey. 2nd and 20 here. Come on, Knights, right at the 45-yard line. Rockets rolling to his left. Throws. Oh, he's got a man open. I mean, that's Cooper Glass. Oh, he escapes him.
Man.
It's going to be close.
Those are the ones. That's twice now on this side of the field where we had them deep and nothing to show for it.
Nope.
Good pursuit, just open guy.
Yep. They did not give it to him, so it's going to be 3rd down, about 1.
Yeah, about an inch.
Or 2.
Yep, they're giving it to him.
Nuts. Okay. Oh, Nisha Lynch. I'm sorry. I say Lynch because it's Lynch's aunt, but Nisha Pritz. I just know her as Nisha, that was boys to Damian and Darius Cassano, and, you know, obviously Landon Lynch's dad and Nisha are brother-sister twins. Little stat of the night, twins. All right, so, hey, yay for the Knights. It's going to be 1st and 15. The Rockets making a few boo-boos here.
Yeah, giving us all the chances, but we haven't capitalized yet.
Not yet. Number 10, Cole Pearson, running off the field for the Rockets.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching these guys in the green hats, Ryan. They're awfully distracting to me. They're just doing all kinds of cool stuff.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite entertaining.
Yeah, you could say they're kind of like the entertainment for the sideline here.
Yeah.
So 22 takes it up the middle, breaks the tackle. He's going to have a wide open right to the house. So number 22, Owen Long for the touchdown for the Rockets. Nice play, nice little cut right here. And he got away from Staggerwald, and it just.
Yep.
All right. All right. Hey, Darren Graham. You won't find many people like him. Ravens fan. Western PA, huh?
Yeah.
Great guy, but boy, what a pick for a team. The Ravens.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But he gave us Darius Graham, so we're happy.
Yep. Yep.
Thanks for tuning in, Darren. All right, so the Rockets with another score. That's up 27-0 here, and it's just before halftime. You know, this is getting to get a little bit crazy here for the Knights.
It's not what you want.
No, they're getting behind quick. Nice job by that holder there. That was a nice. It was a high snap. Looks like it's number 20, Zach Lasco. So the Knights are down 28-0 to the home Slippery Rock Rockets. This is a tough one to watch here, guys. It's there's some really good things happening, but they're not ending with points on the board for us.
Yeah, and last week the biggest issue was we couldn't move the ball, and this week we just can't get a stop, can't get the defense off the field,
yep.
And when the offense is struggling, they drive all the way down to the 4, and then
don't score, but put a really nice drive together. The best thing you can do is get them right back on the field. And I think they've had, 6 plays since that drive, and maybe 5 total yards. And that's the difference, and that's just something you hope as the second half goes on and as the rest of the season goes on are the things that you can build on. Because, right now you can't go 3 and out and then give up 7, 8, 9 play drives to the other team for 7 every time. It's not a recipe for success.
No, not when you have, you got guys that are playing both ways. They're subbing in good, but the guys are just getting they look a little bit exhausted.
Yeah, you look over at our sideline and there's maybe 15, 12 guys that are in white, shoulder pads and a helmet and ready to play. So not a lot of breaks for these guys, and that's what makes it even harder going forward.
Yeah, and you can see a number of starters are out there on special teams as well. So the kick is up, and it's back deep. Wilmuth takes it at the 1 yard line, makes a move, get it out to the 10. Balls. Yikers. Okay.
That's one where in the high school, if it touches the end zone, it's a touchback. You don't even have to get possession of it.
Yeah, let that thing go.
Yeah, probably just let it go. I like the effort. I appreciate down 28-0. He wants to make a play, but now we've got a struggling offense starting at the 10.
Yeah, and now there is 3:26 left in the half. The Knights need to make something happen here because the Rockets are just getting all the momentum, and it's starting to get pretty yucky, if you will. That's a nice way of putting it, I guess.
The sky looks pretty.
It does. We got a lot of pink clouds out there tonight.
Yeah.
So, things aren't going well on the field for us, Nick, when we're long. Wow, check out the clouds.
As soon as I said that, I'm like, oh, man, that's where we're at.
Lynch back to pass. Looks like he doesn't have much. Oh, throws.
Good throw.
Okay, yeah, smart. At Mintzer's feet. So, again, a coverage incompletion.
And honestly, even that is probably an improvement from what we saw last week from Lynch. I thought a couple of times he really forced some throws that he didn't need to.
No, I like it.
So, again, you're down 28-0. You really got to start making things happen. But forcing a bad throw is only going to make things worse.
No, especially when you're this far down.
Yes.
I mean, we're at our 10 or not. Yeah, they're calling it the 10-yard line. It's the 9 3/4 yard line. You cannot have any kind of turnover here. So Lynch with Staggy behind him, steps back to pass.
Get rid of it.
Looks like he has some room. We got 36 to go.
Oh, he's quick.
Attaboy, Lynch. And he's getting out there to
That's big.
Yeah. Was there a flag thrown there?
They're at the spot of the field where I can't see anything, so your guess is better than mine.
I could be wrong. I like being wrong if that's the case.
Yeah, I can only see about the last 3 yards of his run. I was watching the camera.
Yeah, okay. There's nothing going on there.
We'll take it. Yeah, you were right, Ryan.
Okay.
You were right.
I did see some.
Yep.
Thought I saw a flag somewhere. Oh, man. Okay, so.
Well.
But, again, you know what? I don't care that there was you're moving back. The Knights are at the point they have to focus on the positives here. They had a nice rollout. Landon's proven to be very athletic back there.
That was nice.
Nice run. I mean, when you're a former receiver and you're a quarterback, I mean, you have some athleticism in you, not just an arm. So 2nd and 15 with 3:12 left in the half. Lynch into his end zone, back to pass. He throws. Mintzer's up there, and so it looked like that was a dangerous pass, and it almost looks like Mintzer kind of has to play a little bit defense here and come back to the ball and knock it away. So good job, Mintzer. Look at that. That's an athletic play.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It came off of Lynch's hand really wrong, too. It almost – it was just spiraling end over end instead of the spiral you want.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Knights.
Yeah.
I'm not
you
sure.
Really, even if you don't get a first down here, you got to get it out of the back of the end zone because that's going to make a pretty tough punt. And
yeah, and it looks like, if I'm thinking here, Lynch just came off the field.
Yeah, Fred's in the Wildcat timeout.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it's a timeout, Knights, with 3:05 left in the half. The Knights are unfortunately down 28-0 to the Slippery Rock Rockets. Dan Lesher's watching. Those of you who don't remember that name, Dan was a former Junior Knights coach for the program back years ago. He's also in the fantasy football draft that Chad's going to lose at tomorrow. So, again, back to Pollen Nation over in Grant Street, 612 Grant Street in Franklin. Go there for everything, whether it's, you need some flowers, some sunflowers, anything you need, whether it's inside, outside. If you need stuff to make pumpkin pies, you need gourd, squash, anything you need for the home decor, if you will, for the fall, go over and see them over at Pollen Nation. It's 612 Grant Street in Franklin, PA. Again, if those of you that aren't familiar, that's the old Anderson's greenhouse. And again, thank you to King of Spades Landscaping, 814-493-5138. It doesn't matter. If you have a flower bed, retaining wall, patio pavers, bushes, hedge trimming, mower, lawn fertilization in the fall, snow removal in the winter, give him a call. Freddie Blackhurst runs down, and I think
he was down at
the 1 yard line. So sorry about reading there. I just wanted to get our sponsors a couple of shout outs. Freddie rolls out, and he is out of the end zone, but
barely.
Yeah. Number 7 on the play there. Gavin McDougall. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
it's getting hard to see up here.
It is. Sorry, folks. McDougall is what it is. So now it's going to be 4th and 19 from the 1. So there's 3 minutes left in the first half. Connor Ritchie's feet have to be just off of the white line in the end zone. If you can see, he's counting his guys.
Yeah.
Very important part. And the Rockets call timeout because they're afraid of the leg.
Yeah, so normally, at least I was the long snapper in high school, so normally you're, depending on what you're trying to do, 14, 15 yards back as the punter there. If you're at the half-yard line like the Knights are right now, you're standing with your heels about a half a yard out of the end zone, so he's got about 10 yards. It'll get to him quicker, but it also –
it's shorter to them.
Exactly. Yep. So a lot could go wrong. When you have that shorter distance, it's really important. I hope that Connor has been coached up. You don't get to take your 2-3 steps like most punters do on a normal kick.
Nope.
It's got to be catch, 1 step, and punt.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, that leads us to probably not as good of a kick as normal. Just because,
I mean, you hope to get out to at least if he can somehow muster that ball out to the 40-yard line. If he gets something out there 40 yards, that's going to be great, because if I'm Slippery Rock, I'm bringing every guy off the edge, fast guy. Yeah, they have one guy back.
Yeah.
Number 22, Cole Schwartz. Owen Long. That's the running back.
Yeah,
Owen Long
they have one guy back and 10 on the line.
Yeah,
so
everyone else is on the line.
So
boys up front in the white, better block. Snaps great. Kick is good. Okay.
Did it. Nice.
He has that forward roll down. It's going to be out past the 50-yard line. Wow. So it's at the 49-yard line, just past midfield. Good job, Connor. I mean, that's tough, because he didn't punt last year. So it is something that that's less than ideal. So.
Yeah, you never want to be excited that the punter is on the field 7 or 8 times this game.
No.
But, I mean, all things considered, he gave us a chance to get a stop now instead of having the ball at the 25, 30, 35 or so.
Yeah.
Like was very likely and usually is the case in a high school punt in that situation. He's got us back past midfield, which is huge.
It's huge. And the nice thing is Connor's been very good at the directional.
Yes.
And that wasn't right to the one guy that was back. So that's a key thing. Obviously getting the height and the distance is great, but directional kicks are very important as well. So the Rockets are going 4 wide. That's go motion now. They're ready to get a score here before halftime. Maybe the Knights get a little interception here. How about it? All right. Back to pass. It looks like a screen. Oh, my gosh. He's oof.
Woo!
No, sir. Good job, Staggy. Evan Staggerald on the tackle. A very textbook tackle, folks. If you watch this, Evan just stays back there, and he goes in, wraps up. He's not going anywhere.
There's about one guy there that could have made a play preventing another 20 yards or so, and he did it. So that's big.
All right. So Campagna has 2nd and 3 with 2:15 left in the first half. Takes a snap, rolls left, snaps it downfield.
Good hit. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's going to pick up a first down by number 22. That's Mr. Owen Long again. So that's going to give them a first down to about the 30, maybe down to the 28.
Yeah, good hit, but he just didn't wrap up there. Gave him a couple extra yards.
Yep, I'm sorry, it's a 30-yard line. My bad. So 1st and 10 for the Rockets. 1:54 left. Man in motion. Campagna takes a snap, goes back.
Wide
wow.
Open.
Whoa. He was wide open. Cole Pearson. I mean, if you see this, Nick, I mean, that was a great design. Bam. Oh.
Yeah, if that's Freddie Blackhurst up at the top of the screen. He I don't know if there's got to be some communication there. It looked like Freddie stayed with the outside route.
Yep.
And left the guy that he was originally on doing that kind of slant or that in route, which is fine. That's a pretty common thing. But the guy in the slot there has to be aware that he's got to stay home, because to me it looked like two guys were taking the out route, and boy, we just left that inside route wide open.
Yep. So Campagna back to take the snap. 2nd and 10. Out flat there.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So again, he's the running back. Owen Long didn't have the catch there, but it stopped. Well, the good thing is for us, it stops the clock.
Yep.
So I mean, looks like they're gonna put them back on the field. Looks like they're gonna bring everybody off the field for a timeout. Oh yeah, okay. So timeout. The Rockets. Nick, important question.
Got it.
All right. So a lot of these young guys, we're in Slippery Rock. There's a university here.
There is.
What's that university called?
Slippery Rock.
Okay. Some call it SRU.
Yeah.
The young kids, Slip. Yeah. Yeah, so we're kind of debating. Folks, if you're listening, I want to know, what are you calling this? Is this Slippery Rock? Slip? Where are we at? So anyways, back to the game. $1:40 left in the half. Slippery Rock has a 3rd and 10. If you're 3rd and 10 here, Nick, I think it's 2-down territory, because I'm not sure anybody's going to make that kind of a field goal unless they have something special we haven't seen.
Yeah, I would agree. The reality of it too is, and they're thinking about this. Franklin hasn't moved the ball much at all.
Yep.
So they can punt it and maybe gain 10 or 15 yards, or they can just go for it and trust that the
Knights won't go 70.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'm okay. There's a lot of time. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a run or something here. You really have all your options if you're Slippery
When
Rock.
they threw that little that draw, that was a good play. Oh, Campagna back to pass. Oh, over the middle, incomplete.
Mincer was in there pretty quick.
Looks like Mincer was right in there. If you watch the play, close to there. Oh, yeah, he went right by that guy.
Yeah, he's done that a few times now.
He's fast.
And I really, really, really think one of these times it's going to pay off for him.
It will. Yep. So now decision time for the Rockets. Sometimes you'll have a quarterback. If he's athletic, he'll catch a little bit further back and just give a little pooch punt. Did you ever pooch punt that, Nick?
Yeah. I was the backup punter. I was not a good punter, but I was the backup punter. But, yeah, I mean, you just take about a half step back, hope they don't notice, and just catch it and punt.
Timeout, Rockets. Okay. Oh, so we have an answer here. Alicia Huff says it is Slippery Rock.
Yeah, I agree with
her. A couple of exclamation marks. I like that.
Yeah.
I do. So I am a SRU alumni from 1999. And when I was there, we called it either the Rock or, someone say, oh, where are you going to school? I'm going Slippery Rock or SRU, whatever. I didn't really say the Rock. That was more of like an 80s thing, I believe. But, yeah, now kids' days, it's, he's going to Slip.
Yeah. I always think, too, like, Franklin's had a ton of success in basketball, and we've always, not always, but we've oftentimes played playoff games up here. And
they're a very good host up
here.
Yeah,
I've always referred to it as, we're playing at Slippery Rock.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I know Slip is the new The new thing. My wife said slimy pebble or slippery rock. One of the.
Yes, slimy pebble is a big one.
Either one she's okay with.
Yep. Listen, she's pregnant and we're not arguing.
Well, yeah, and she's another alum as well, so she does have a little more insight maybe than I would.
All right. So we got 4th and 10 for the Rockets. Minute 37 left. Ooh. Campagna takes it, steps back to pass. Oh, and that is incomplete. Huh. Okay.
2 guys just right beside each other here. I'm not sure they.
All right.
So what do you think? Do you think Franklin goes for anything here? Or do you think they just run the ball with Mincer and get into halftime?
I honestly think, Nick, you got to take some. You're down 4 scores.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to take a couple of slants. I mean, yep. I'm not going to take a huge, 9-step or 7-step, but just 3 steps.
Yep.
Sling it.
Yeah, even just like a 3-step and just have some the outside guys run go routes and just lob one up and try to give Freddie a chance. Jaden, he had a real nice catch last week for a touchdown.
Yeah. Mincer. I mean, you got a lot of guys going out here, so let's see what they do. Rolls to the right. Looks like he's looking at Freddie. Throws across the body.
Give it to him.
I think that might be a catch. Nope. No. Okay. Again, that's a tough thing to do, is to run to your left if you're right-handed.
Yeah, and I mean that's actually where that throw needs to be. Maybe a little more towards the sideline, but again, you're running to the opposite side. You're going to lose a little bit of zing on the ball.
Yep. So the Knights will bring it with 2nd and 10, $1:25 left in the half. The Knights are just not stringing it together, if you will, lately. They had some nice, nice drive, but it ended in a turnover. So
2 guys in the backfield here.
Yep. See what happens here. Oh, snap's a little low. Lynch. Oh, nice. Now that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
He's got the arm, too. I mean, that was a nice spiral deep down the field. It looks like Fred got tangled up a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that, because if anybody gets that, it's Freddie and no one else.
That's actually kind of what I was looking at on 1st down.
Yeah.
The problem now here is that 2 incompletions, and I think they've run about 10 seconds off the clock. You throw another incompletion, you have to punt, and Slippery Rock's going to have about a minute here. And that's a lot of time in high school football.
It is, especially when you have a team that's up 28-0.
Yep, good quarterback, good arm.
Yeah, yep. All right, so Lynch, 3rd and 10 with $1:19 left in this half. Oh, nuts! Another bad snap. He rolls.
He's got him. Oh.
He just didn't come back for the ball. Okay. So Lynch trying to make lemonade out of those lemons, and he just didn't quite recognize that ball and come back to it.
Yeah.
So
one thing we haven't had to mention, which is a good thing to this point, was the struggles with the snaps last week. So
we did have some issues,
Not that it's good that it ever happens, but at least it hasn't happened to this point, which means to me it's just a mental thing.
Yeah.
But again, that when you're already struggling back there to make things happen, the absolute worst thing that you can do as a quarterback is have to take your eyes off the field to catch a snap in the grass and then try to look back up. It's just not a fun thing.
Yep. Richie back. Oh, it's going to get the Richie roll. That's going to go out around the 45-yard line. I'm sorry, 35-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to give him even clear back to the 32.
Hey, now. All right, we'll take it.
Yep.
So it looks like the Rockets are getting the ball at the 32-yard line. They're going to have 1st and 10. I don't think the Rockets will have any timeouts left here, Nick.
It doesn't look like either team does.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has timeouts left. So that's, but, again, now if you're Slippery Rock, they've been throwing a lot of nice, routes, guys running,
some nice screens, too. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of maybe a type of screen on 1st down.
Yep.
If you're Franklin, you're thinking if they're throwing, we want to get to the quarterback. Might be a good opportunity for Slippery Rock to kind of dump something over top. And they've already done it a few times successfully, so don't be surprised to see it here again.
So we got trips closest to us over here. So we'll see what happens here with Lynch and Johnson. 2-on-3. Oh, low snap.
Handoff.
And there is the freshman phenom himself. All right. So Luke in on the tackle again. So it looks like it's going to bring up 2nd and 6, but the clock's running, and I don't. It doesn't look like Slippery Rock's getting too super aggressive here.
My guess
is trying to get
another run and head to halftime.
Yep. So 29 seconds again. There's the run. There's Luke, and there's the ball. Maybe a first down. Do they stop it? Do they stop it for a first down?
They should long enough, but the play clock will be greater than the time left, so they should be able to just jog off.
All right, Lori McCandless is watching, mother of Cannon Ryan McCandless.
Freshman, first couple weeks in college.
Yeah, up at Penn State Barron.
Yep.
Rooming with none other than Jalen Wood. So it looks like it's going to run out the half.
Yep.
So that's going to be the end of the first half, folks. It's 28-0. Slippery Rock Rockets are in dominant fashion over the Franklin Knights.
I heard Mr. Johnson. Usually we're the away team, so we're just going to
we're going to be a first.
Yeah.
We're going to let you guys listen to the Black Knight Marching Band, and of course, Mr. Johnson's always on the ball when it comes to his crew. They're going to get over there, and they're going to storm on the field. And we'll let you listen to them because I'm sure you're getting tired of listening to me talk about football.
we proudly bring to the former Simpson United Swift Industry Day.
Slippery Rock was blanked 45-0 by Fairview. But again, for the most part, not all the way, but for the most part, problems with offensive approaches tonight. They did have a couple of replays developing Kane and Lindsay, including a 38-yard run and a 13-yard completion. But the defense, unable to stop, especially with passing game, the Slippery Rock now really shot down for that second canyon. By my in-head count, I believe Slippery Rock had 6 possessions in that first half, 4 on possessions each fly.
Okay, welcome back here for those of you who were staying tuned in to the halftime. You heard from the Franklin Black Knight Marching Band first, and then the Slippery Rock Band second. You'll see them, if you haven't already, marching off the screen here. 28-0 Slippery Rock, not what we were hoping for, but offensively a little bit better than I think we saw last week in spots, but overall, obviously, no points to show for it, so you play the game to score points, and that's really where we're at. So as we kind of transition here, we should have Ryan back here any minute now. I'm just going to take a couple seconds here to mention some of our sponsors. New Directions Community Credit Union. That's the old Oil Region Credit Union. Franklin Precision Casting. I believe that is a branch of Franklin Bronze. Village Auto on Rocky Grove. Pollination, you've heard us talk a little bit about them tonight. King of Spades Landscaping as well, and 814 Photography. Those are the main sponsors this year for us, the local Franklin sponsors. We also do have Allegheny Toyota out on Allegheny Boulevard, Fat Chad's Tap and Steakhouse, Education and Training Center at Pitt at Titusville, J. Gill Plumbing and Heating, and Interstate Pipe and Supply. So thanks again to our sponsors. Ryan and I mentioned it at the end last week. I don't know how many we're still listening, but we are looking for sponsors. We made it happen this year, but we made it happen barely. And it doesn't leave much of any room for any malfunctions in equipment, any unforeseen things that might come up. So if you're a local business and you're listening, if you're listening and you know somebody with a local business, reach out to myself, reach out to Ryan, reach out to the Stream TV Facebook page, and see how you can support. If you're an individual and you have a passion for Franklin, for local high school sports, same thing. Give us a shout out. We're always looking to do more. We'd like to add more cameras over the years. We even like to start covering some other sports, but that's really going to be dependent on what we can get from sponsors. So if that's something you're interested in, please let us know.
Hey now.
What's up?
Guess who's back? Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk to you about was Sam was off the sideline a little bit, and that's why I was kind of taken away. He has a little bit of a fever. A couple people have asked me what's wrong with Sam. But he has a fever. I think it's just a little bit of exhaustion, maybe a little dehydration combination. It's pretty hot out there, and so but Sam's okay, and I appreciate those that reached out to me and asking how he's doing, because there's been times in the past where we've had some scary situations with Sam,
yeah,
and this is not one of them. So I'm pretty confident things are going well for him, and I look forward to seeing how he plays the second half.
So he is playing?
I assume so,
okay.
But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting more and more sweat coming off the old bald head.
Hold on,
here, Nick.
hold on.
I'm sorry.
There we are. That's us sweating.
Yes.
It's not raining. That's just our sweat.
No, that is correct.
Yep.
So it's 28-0, and I'm not a football coach.
You and me both.
But speaking of football coaches, hey now, Scott Graham, the Junior Knights football coach, is watching. Thank you, Coach Graham, for the years and years of hard work and stuff you put into these Junior Knights, and we appreciate it. And I know you don't want any recognition, so I will continue to talk about you and embarrass you. Hopefully, our Dallas Cowboys took to halftime. Do we get a Cowboys?
Yeah, that's I think that's where we were at last week.
About there.
Yeah.
About there.
Yeah.
Scott is a fellow Cowboys fanatic, and we'll see how things go this year. But at 28-0, if you're the coach, Nick, call me crazy, but I'm going to be like, you know what? Come on, guys. What do you got to lose here?
Yeah.
Let's go. Pick your head up, get hydrated, stay with me here. Come on, guys. Stay with me, because this is not a hard-hitting game.
No.
It's been a very finesse game tonight. I feel like, you just need to go after it here, boys, and put it on the line. Take a couple chances. Take that extra throw down the field. What obviously if it's not there and you're going to get, sacked for a 20-yard loss, throw it at somebody's feet. Good job. That's what you can do. But Landon Lynch has shown his athleticism tonight over and over, and I want to see them do something a little bit fun here, because it's just one of those situations where you don't want to lose your team by getting smoked, and if nothing else, throw some deep balls.
Yeah.
Do a couple maybe a run options. Maybe have a screen from the wide receiver screen. Maybe have a wheel route for your running back. Not sure, but just do something exciting here. I know that's what I would want to do.
Yeah, and it's hard to say in a game like this, like, oh, if we would just do this, if we just didn't do this, we would be there. Last week we could say that, as at 7-6 at halftime we were winning. But even when we went down 8-7 late, one or two plays away. This week's been different. So, yeah, you have nothing to lose.
No.
You got to focus on something. So, whatever the coaches decide to focus on. And you got to start stringing drives together that score points. This is nothing against Richie or his abilities. He's fantastic. But the best player on the field can't be the punter, and that's
Correct.
That's where we're at, and that's just the reality of it, and that's not a knock on one individual, especially Richie, but we need to hear Cade Mincer getting in the end zone. We need to hear Freddie Blackhurst in the end zone. And not that they're doing, specifically doing things wrong, but, we got to get our athletes the ball, and we got to find a way to score.
Correct. So it looks like the Knights are going to receive here. We probably have Eddie Maddox back deep. And we'll see what we got here. Looks like they're going to kick. So maybe Sam is not out there. I don't know. Okay. So right here, what we're hoping for is, we're going to be honest, we need something out to the 30-yard line here.
Yeah, and last week on the opening kickoff, Jaden took it to almost midfield. So
he did.
It's there.
Yeah, I think it's there, and I think it's just a matter of execution here for the Knights. Got to keep their heads in it and make it happen. So here we go, 28-0, start of the second half. That ball is out of bounds. So again, that should be out to the 35.
We'll take it.
Yep. So the Knights taking the field here. Looks like Lynch is out there for the quarterback position. So we'll see if maybe we can make something happen. The Knights need to make something go here, because you gotta continue to keep guys enthusiastic in the game. So it is out to the 35-yard line. Our guys are way back there for their huddle.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. No, they haven't even broke the huddle there.
No. So now the third quarter is Ask Ryan the Questions. So please interact with us, folks, so we can make it through this game. All right, Lynch with a pitch. Oh, Mincer makes one guy miss, two guys miss, and the rest of the tackles are coming.
Yeah, and obviously it's not the result you're looking for on first down by any means, but I like the effort. We're getting the ball to Mincer on the outside. He did make the first guy miss, but there was 4 or 5 more coming, and there's nobody there that can on the field that can make that play happen. But I do like that the effort is there to get him in space. You obviously have to run it through the tackles, but you got to give these guys an opportunity. I'd like to see us find a way to get Freddie involved out there, Jaden as well. I don't know what that looks like.
Yep.
But Freddie can't go every game with no catches, and I'm not saying that's his fault, Lynch's fault. That's where we're at.
Yeah, just needs to happen. Oh, that was a direct snap.
It was.
Mincer.
It was. I like that too.
It looks like the formation was a little off. Yep. Oh, Jeffrey Fonzo, Mr. Fonzo, art teacher.
That was my junior high coach.
Was it?
Sure was.
All right.
Sure
he
was.
is I think he can take credit for my son my son Matty, being a Cincinnati Bengals fan.
Nice.
Mr. Fonzo was his favorite teacher in elementary school when he was young and impressionable. And old Fonzo is a Bengals fan.
Nice.
And this is before Joe Burrow.
Wow.
I know.
It's like being a Pirates fan.
Right. Before Skeens.
Yeah, Mr. Fonzo was the one that moved me to quarterback, so for better or worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lynch, nice move. Oh, there you go.
We'll take
Good job. Oh, Landon's not going down easy.
Yep.
All right, Lynch back out to the original line of scrimmage. So he's out to the 35, 36-yard line. And that's an all Lynch kind of play. Question, Will Haynes, why do you stop referring to Nick as NB12?
It's a good question, Will. Feeling a bit disrespected, but I just haven't had the right time to address.
Nick, we have a question for you. What was your favorite play to run in high school?
Oh, man. I don't remember what the play was called, but I like the some type of waggle to the right with the tight end on the backside. We'll let this play go here first.
Lynch back to pass. Looks like
Fred got it.
Oh my goodness!
There it is. That's what we need.
That's Freddie Blackhurst there, folks.
I mean, that's exactly what I was talking about. It wasn't a great play, great throw, but that's an athlete out there, and he makes a play.
Freddie's got hands, man.
Yeah.
He's had hands forever.
Get him the ball.
Yeah. So that's a nice little play to.
Yeah, backside tight end would drag the backside receiver a little post, and then the receiver on the roll side would do like a comeback and then kind of running back into the flat. I like personally to hit the backside post. A.J. Cooley was oftentimes the guy back there. So, yeah.
Mincer makes one miss. Two's got him. And, Lynch says, I'll push him up that pile. Yeah. All right.
Lynch is limping a little, though.
Yeah. Also, Ian Harper says, favorite club to hit to me as far as golf club. Well, it's pretty simple for me. And I've always been a grip it, rip it kind of guy. So the driver was always, my favorite thing to just get up and.
Understandable.
I can generally hit a ball pretty far, still can. But as far as my irons, my favorite one has always been my 8-iron. It's just been my favorite club to always. I like to hit it from a distance out, and also I do some 3/4 shots with it. And if I'm just on the fringe, I'll do a little bump and run. Lynch back to pass. Rolls left. He's got to go. Oh, there you go.
Is that Marsteller?
Yes. That is Luke.
I love it.
That is Luke Marsteller.
I don't know. Have we seen him a lot on offense? Have I just
no,
not noticed
actually,
him?
I think what it is Sam is out right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
With his, he has 103 fever. I'm not sure if that's what's keeping him out or not, but good job, Luke.
Yeah, what a catch.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Maybe a 1.5. Yeah, so the Knights are making a move here. This is exciting stuff. Lynch back to pass again. Good pickup there, Staggerwald.
Ooh.
Oh, double move.
Yeah, it was. I like that. I like that a lot.
It didn't quite get there, but that's very good.
On 3rd and 1, you can roll the dice, if you will, with that play because now you're coming back to 4th and 1, down 28. You're going for it.
Exactly, you're going for it. Will Haynes, our camera guy,
does it all up there.
He does. Favorite memory from 2023.
Ooh.
Well, I know my least favorite memory was when Sam was knocked out cold up in
Warren.
That was my least favorite.
That might honestly be my least favorite, too. That was not a great time for obviously way more you, but, yeah, just being up here wasn't enjoyable.
Kind of eerie and yuck. So, Lynch, 4th and 1. Mincer gets upfield, and he's going to have that first down.
Got it.
Okay, so he's up to the 39-yard line. Looks like that's the first down. I think for me the favorite memory, I'm not sure it's a single memory because I'm getting old, and a lot of years on the tires here, but it was an absolute pleasure. Oh wow! And she's listening now. That is funny. I was getting ready to say it was an absolute pleasure to watch. My favorite memory of 2023. I'll just say his name, Cole Buckley.
Yeah.
He was so fun to watch, and I was an assistant coach for the Junior Knights whenever they were little, and Cole from 4th grade. Straight bit to Mincer, makes a cut, gets up a couple yards there.
I like that.
I like that too. My favorite memory was definitely watching Cole. He was a special athlete from the time he was probably walking, and and he's one of the more humble kids I've ever coached. As far as he was great.
I still watch and talk about that play against Lakeview, where he scrambled back and forth 3 or 4 times and threw it to the opposite corner end zone, and somehow we caught it for a touchdown. Yeah, that was a special play. And, I've told this story to a few people, and I haven't told many, but it was senior year last year. And I work with a bunch of community kids and some that you could probably consider underprivileged. And I brought a few up, and they were basically running around for 3 hours because I got here 3 hours early. And they made their way on the field. I don't know if they should have been there, but they were there. And Cole went out and played catch with them for almost a half an hour. There was not a single other person out there, nobody watching him, nobody to notice him doing it. He just did it. And those kids still talk about that.
Lynch.
Wow.
Intercepted.
Oh,
man,
wow.
That's bum.
Wow.
That's a bummer of a play. I mean, it's a great play, but once that ball is tipped, it's just, Yeah.
Wow.
That's a tough one. So
good play.
But, 2023 was nice because, like we said before, the Knights won 4 of the last 5 games, and that was a lot of excitement. And
it wasn't only Buckley either, but moving him to quarterback really changed a lot of things.
Yeah,
and for the good.
and there was 12, 13 seniors in that team, and there were a lot of fun kids too. Big Alex Weibel was on that team, and he's absolute joy to be around. He makes you laugh, and he's fun, and I tell you what, when he lowers the shoulder, you better watch out because Big Al will run you over.
He did a few times, a couple times after the whistle, if I remember, but most of the time during the whistle.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. We'll say the times after the whistle must have been the Jason Weibel end of it, and the good plays during the whistle was for sure Rhonda Weibel. So, all right, so that's going to give the Rockets 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. Looks like there's a little confusion out in their field. And there's too many people on the field. Ruh-roh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, we got 12 people.
If you can't score, sneak another guy out there and see what happens. I mean,
well, if we have 12 and Sam just comes on the field
just
now,
thinking that.
that's 13. But you take away 2. Okay, so
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. So 2 went off.
Sam's back. Now they don't.
I think Luke went back out.
Yeah.
So
did a lineman, though, which was strange.
And Sam's going back out.
Same lineman comes back on. So.
Okay, so it's 1st and 5 at the 22-yard line per Ryan Briggs, the public address announcer. Okay. Hand it off up the middle. Pretty tough going there, but he's still on his feet. Jeez, oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, he's going to pick up a couple yards. So, he's going to bring up like 2nd and like 2 or 3. So, we'll see what the Knights got to do here. Jeremy on Killer Cunningham on the tackle. So, they're going to give it 2nd and 1. So, it's Rockets are still just kind of eking around. I hate to say this, but like, you know, when this happens, it's happened before with a, you know, team like this, and all of a sudden they'll pop out a big gain. And
yeah,
so we'll see.
Also, I don't know if you've noticed, Ryan, but the padding on the goalpost is Titusville Rockets. The athletic director told me before the game that theirs
in the world?
Theirs didn't come in time, so they called Titusville, and somehow Titusville had a spare Rockets. So
that's why they're brown and yellow.
Yeah. So
long up the middle, and he's going to get that 1st down. I believe that's long. Am I correct?
Yeah. Will, I don't know if you can get that underneath the goalpost there, but for those at home, the goalposts are the brown and yellow Rocket and not the red and white. I'm sure they would have picked. I guess they got lost in the mail and they didn't make it in time. So,
yikers. All right, so that's bringing it up 1st and 10 now at the 29-yard line for the Rockets of Slippery Rock, not Titusville. All right, pagging it back, pass. Uh-oh. Ooh. All right, Mensor will clean that up.
There's a flag.
Oh, no.
I think it's a cramp.
I think, Lynch has got a cramp.
Yeah. Stay down.
Yeah.
I guess Moose is already out there for him.
I thought Sam was going to get laid out right there.
Me too. I think the guy trying to hit him realized that Sam's not a small guy and just said, I'll just get him out of the way without trying to.
Yeah, I have some inside scoop on Sam I can vouch for. He is listed at 6'1", 210 pounds.
Yeah. That means he would be lighter than I am.
Okay, so let me give you the inside scoop. Sam's probably 6'2". And he's about 230.
That makes
235.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So it looks like something against the Rockets there. I'm not sure what's going on because we're here, you know, goofing off, trying to keep you guys entertained because this is a tough one here. It's a little bit of sloppy play going on here in the 3rd quarter with 6:25 left in the quarter. Looks like the Rockets. Still the same formation. I mean, they're still.
Yeah, I feel like we've run 20 plays and not gone anywhere.
Yeah. They went downfield, then they're going all the way back. Then they go down, then they go back. So a little bit of a QB draw. Okay. Oh, there you go, Mintz. Atta boy. Mintzer with a great pursuit Watch this angle he has to take from the top of the screen up to the right on the end. He goes right down the line and grabs that leg.
Oh, barely.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, hey, listen, don't knock that kid. Well, that's a sophomore quarterback. Guess what? Minster's a sophomore too.
Yep.
Yep. So pretty cool to watch.
It is.
Yeah. One thing, Will, our camera guy, expectations for 2024. This is a down year as far as starters and stuff because they lost 12 seniors. So that's tough to lose. But I think there's some big kids. Some neat things happening here for the Knights. So we'll see.
Wrap up.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it just comes down to improvement. You know, when you go 2 games and you have 1 touchdown, you know, to show for it. My goal, I guess, would just be to see them improving week to week. I know you mentioned Turk last week kind of going on a week-to-week basis, which, you know, makes sense. But, you know, from an offensive perspective, I'm not sure we've seen much improvement from this week from last. You know, we have, but, you know, I mentioned it while you were coming up the steps. You know, the goal is to score points, and we're not. And that's okay. We'll get there. But I guess for me, it's just to see some improvement here and see some more competitive games.
Yep. Neat. Minster's out getting the slot receiver. Running back up the middle for a gain of about 4. So we got a little over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. I wonder if, looks like Long is still down a little bit, and it's a cramp. Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing this.
Yep.
We mentioned it week 1, but there was so much. I think there was a lot of timeouts and stuff, and there wasn't a real good fast flow to the game last week. But this week, the game's moving pretty fast, and it's so humid here, folks.
Yeah.
Literally, you're going to start seeing more and more cramping, which I'd rather there be cramping than the other injuries in football.
No doubt.
Yeah. We were talking about it today when I was golfing. I said I'm a big fan of turf for baseball, grass for football.
Yeah, I agree. I was in high school when every school was going to turf.
Yeah.
Franklin included.
Yeah.
My senior year, they switched to turf, which was a cool thing, but I like grass. I don't know. There's not too many grass fields left. I know Sharon has a grass field. I think Sharps.
Is there a new one, grass?
I think so. Actually, you know what? I don't know.
They just got a new field.
You're right. And something tells me they probably would have went to turf.
All these teams are going to turf. It's less maintenance.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know, with all these schools locally that are probably struggling financially, I'm sure it's a move, like you just mentioned, that's cost saving is probably what I would guess. And, I mean, I get it. It looks nice, but just a nice grass field doesn't get any better.
And I wish that they would take into consideration the health and the injuries.
Yep.
And if the turf is causing it. I tore my ACL trying to play football on turf in an alumni football game, and you know, that was one of those deals where, you know, everybody wants to have turf and then they want everything so you have good traction. Well, sometimes traction you need to slip so that the stuff that's, you know, not supposed to move, it ends up moving. So again, if you see a little timeout here in the action, from all things, it looks like, well, he's moving things around a little bit different. That's an ACL check there.
Yeah, this will give us a good opportunity here, too, to shout out the 814 Photography. Be sure to check out 814 Photography Ornament and Print Sale. That will be held outside of the Smoke Cantina during Apple Fest weekend, which this year is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Again, that's Tom and Megan Myers from 814 Photography. Give them a shout-out. I'm sure they can do pretty much any type of photography, wedding, senior pictures, anything like that. I know I see them on Facebook a lot.
100%.
And she, I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be Tom. They do some really awesome photos of our local community.
They do.
And it's a really neat thing to see. So.
Yep. So it's nice to see the gentleman from Slippery Rock is walking off the field on his own power and bending over and picking up his towel. So that's a good thing. Yeah, back to Dustin McMullen, yeah. So one thing I was going to say is back to 814 photography. I went to school with Tom. He has done senior pictures for us.
Okay.
And
I thought you did them. I'm just kidding.
I'm like looking at you like,
I'm just kidding.
No, Tom's a great guy. Megan's a great girl. So Tom graduated with me. Megan graduated with Amy. So, you know, just a lot of similarities there. And Tom's a very, very, and Megan are very, very community-oriented. They do a lot of work around the community, doing a lot of stuff. So if you've ever seen it, check it out on Facebook, 814 Photography. He has an ornament, and it shows it's of the courthouse.
I've seen that.
It's a really cool thing, and he's a good artist with photography. He's cool. So check it out, please. 814 Photography. A little read option. Quarterback keeping the ball, and he's going to get out of there and get the first down. Hey,
Ball's
now.
Down.
Hey, now.
Franklin says they have it.
Can we one-time it? Yes. Who has that ball?
Scott Walters is saying we do.
I cannot tell you who came up with the ball.
It's us. Yep, we got it.
All right, Julian. Okay. So one of our listeners is former Knight Dustin McMullen, and he says on here, turf likes to take the lives of ACLs. And that happened Dustin's senior year, and that was a tough one for me. And just, he's a great kid. He's somebody that I helped coach in little kids football, but he was also one of my son's better friends on the team, maybe best friend on the team, I don't know. But he is a great kid.
Good run, here he goes.
Come on, baby, let's go. Down to the 40, down to the 30, down to the 25-yard line for Caden Mincer with quite a burst.
He is fun to watch run the football.
Isn't he, though?
Wow.
Watch this cutback. Whoop.
And then right there, he just starts going.
Very good. So Dustin, though, is more than just a former football player. His dad owns Big Mac Barbecue.
Okay.
Oh, man, this is good. They have a food truck that was at Trails 2 last night. Yummy.
We need to see how we can find its way up into the press box for the next home game.
If that could happen, I'm telling you what, folks.
Yeah.
Great food, and about 3/4 of the graduation parties I went to this year, Big Mac was there.
Mincer
come on,
again.
Mincer. There's some nice holes up front that are getting laid out there by that line, starting to make some things happen.
Yeah, this is good to see here.
Yeah, nice. Up the middle. I mean, kudos to those interior guys. Caden Kaselka up there. So it looks like Mincer needs a little break.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
I don't think he comes off the field a whole lot. As a sophomore, that's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive. And also, Caden is a captain this year.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think the last time that's happened? A sophomore at Franklin? Or
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested if it's ever happened.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, I don't know the last time I can tell you a sophomore that's a captain of the varsity team.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And for those of you that are listening, it's not just about Caden's physical ability. His mentality and how hard he works is what has put him in a captain's position. So, and I know that firsthand because I have a guy that's on the inside. So that looks like that was was that? It looked like one of the Grigsby boys on the play.
Yeah, number 8.
Yeah, that'd be Liam.
Liam, yep.
Good for him. Freshman there, folks.
Neat to see.
Yeah, very good.
Another young guy getting a touch when Mincer needs a little bit of water.
Yep. So Mincer behind Staggerwald, behind Lynch. Mincer gets it. And
ball got a little loose there at the end. Mincer's down. Little John. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that kid do that before.
Yep. Those Weimers, I'll tell you. I like the life, though. I like to see that. I really do. I mean, you're down 28-0, and you certainly don't want penalties. I don't even know if it's going to be called on the Knights, but that showed me that he cares, and I'll play with that any day.
Yeah. And Sam's going over to talk to Turk a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you cost your team 15 yards. That's not ever the ideal situation,
nope.
but
Can't
you know, he's a senior captain, and you know, those young guys are looking at Sam right now and saying, you know what, he's still engaged in this game. He hasn't quit.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's
a very optimistic way of looking at it,
it's
Nick.
the truth.
I appreciate that.
It's the truth. It really is. I mean, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
He needs to learn from that, but I'll take that over a guy that's just giving up down 28-0 any day.
Yep.
So good learning point.
Yep. Teaching moments by Nick. 3rd and 27. Lynch gets the ball, scrambles out. Uh-oh.
I think we got
flag down.
Oh, nice block.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
So it looks like there's a little bit. There's some, we'll call it some chippiness going on here.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a late hit. I thought it was just a well-timed hit, to be honest with you.
A hold by the Knights.
We're up here in the box in Franklin's press box. The coaches have their own closed door, and the press box we're in, we're all in one open field or communal area, and we're on the opposite end of the press box of the Franklin coaches, and they didn't like the call.
No,
or the lack of call.
to say the least. The lack of call. They kind of thought there was a late hit going on there for the Rockets.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like to see it, but
yeah, you're going to have that in football.
I mean, he's on the edge of the line. I mean, you're taught to play through the whistle and play through the boundary line. So
absolutely.
You don't want to see it, but to me, that was a good hit.
Yep. So the Knights need to really kind of regroup here because it looks like should be Lynch went off the field.
Yeah,
so I'm going to say it's going to be Freddie.
Moose has his helmet. Oh, they gave it back.
Okay. So we'll see how it goes here.
I don't think anyone really knows what's happening.
Okay. Declined on the hold. Okay. So it's 4th and 27.
Right where we want them.
There's 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in this third quarter. The Knights are kind of.
Yeah, so.
Looks like Freddie's bringing in a play here. I'm not sure if he's quarterbacking.
Yeah, Lynch is on the sideline. He came out with Moose, and so he's got to sit out at least one play.
Yep.
Direct snap, let him run. All right, another timeout here.
A timeout by Franklin.
You know, I hate to be critical, but they just had how long to get a play figured out here?
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure what's going on here.
And we didn't have a play. We didn't have Freddie on the sideline telling him what we wanted for him when we knew he was going to be in, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. So it looks like we'll see what's going on here. It's 4th and 31 with 3 minutes left still.
What's in your 4th and 31 playbook?
Well, in that huge, thick book, the page that's 4th and 31, I think it's one of those deals. I believe last year I would say that this is 4th and half a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long mile.
Yeah, it's a long ways out there. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the part that's frustrating. I mean, I get it's 28-0, but you call a timeout. I get it. You didn't know the play, but you're calling a timeout to run a play that's probably not going to get you a first down anyway. So it's.
Yeah.
These are the things I think that we see year after year that really frustrate me, more so than the scores, more so than anything else. It's just this type of thing seems to happen a lot, and whether Freddie forgot to play, whether he never got one, whether there was confusion, it's like they discussed the penalty for about a minute, and we still weren't ready, and now we had to burn a timeout on 4th and 31.
Freddie Blackhurst set to take the snap. Steigerwald behind him. Rolls to his right, looks back.
Oh, he might have. Hey.
Okay. Well, when in doubt, knock it down.
Yeah, number 4's pretty excited there. Is that Jaden's down now?
Looks like Wilmuth has got a little ankle issue going on there. Okay. Susan Ross is watching us. She was is the mother of Dallas Ross last year, senior, and Dallas is one of my favorite guys that I had when he was littler, in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, and all he did was give 100% of himself every single practice, play, possession, everything. So.
You don't forget those types of kids.
No, you don't, honestly, because they don't come around that often. And you would think that should be the standard.
Yep.
And it's not.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's very hard, physically hard, mentally. It's hard to stay focused for that long.
Yep.
So.
2 of the guys that I've coached in basketball that have done that more than anybody are Cade Mincer and Luke Marsteller. And, it's no coincidence that they're 2 guys out making plays as a freshman and a sophomore.
Yep.
Got it. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, wow. Great read by Julian Johnson.
Yep. He actually left his guy.
Yes, he did. If you watch this play, he leaves and comes back. Yep.
So
great play. Trivia question answered.
Yeah, we
Georgie
like those.
Boffman. Last time a sophomore was captain was Mr. Ian Haynes.
And we should have thought of that, huh?
Yep. Yeah, Ian should be, I think he's a senior this year.
5th year, I think.
Yeah.
He's had a couple injuries, but he's still playing.
Yep. Quarterback.
Well, thank you, Georgie, because I guess we probably should have remembered Ian, but we didn't.
Nope.
I'll blame the humidity.
That's right. 2nd and 10. Rockets run up the middle. Looks like there's a hole there. That is Cornelius. Alex Cornelius again.
Flag on the backside. I think it might be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
I was looking down, looking to see Cornelius's name here, and please don't tell me it's number 11.
It was no. It was 79.
Okay.
It was us. All I did was look back, saw a flag in the air, and 2 big guys laying on the ground. So I'm not sure what happened. I wish I could tell you. Yeah. So that's 15 after that.
That's 15 on that. Wow, that's going to put down close to 30.
Yeah.
25 maybe. Okay, so the Knights with some I'm going to call them mental breakdowns.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's a lot easier to not do those things when you're up 28. But when you're down 28 and you're a senior and you've played in a dozen of these games in your career, they get old, and these things happen. We don't like to see it, but it happens.
So it looks like a run up by. Oh, another Cornelius run. Another flag on the play.
Okay.
From the line judge close to us.
We got a injury. Oh, man. Bad enough that Becky was the first one out there. I think it's another cramp.
Was it an injury on us, or was that number 6, Cornelius?
No. Yeah, it was. I really think it was a cramp because he's already up.
Yeah.
But Becky was right in front of it, and she ran out there. So.
Yep. So I like it when the Rocket. It must have been. I love watching the Rockets go backwards.
Yeah, we don't even. Knights aren't even on the field yet.
Come on, guys! You got to get out there and get your play.
They're gonna snap the ball here. It wasn't a timeout. Oh my.
Wow.
He's
oh
wide
my
open.
gosh, he is wide open.
We have he's still wide open. Oh, we got lucky.
Yes. Wow. So, folks, if you see the replay here.
I didn't get the replay. I was too dumbfounded at what was happening. That's on me.
Yeah. No. It was just an absolute crazy play.
Yeah. I don't know if Franklin thought it was an injury timeout. I don't know if it should have been an injury timeout. It probably should have been if Becky was on the field.
Yeah, but they didn't.
But the refs didn't stop it, and they spotted the ball, and Slippery Rock ran their play, and half our guys weren't even in the hash marks.
No.
So
good part is it's still 28-0 Rockets. They are not scoring. It's been kind of an odd second half here. 2nd and 20 with 2:19 left in the 3rd quarter. Campagna directing traffic for the Rockets. Takes a snap, looks to his right, slant, number 3. That would be Dougie Popovic.
We're going to hear a lot about Campagna over the next couple of years.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, boy, sophomore, and he can throw the ball.
So I was talking to a gentleman, Ryan Briggs from 96.7, and he said that this is the grandson of Coach Campagna, and Campagna had a son that was quarterback at Slippery Rock in the mid-90s. So
pretty good athlete, I assume.
Yeah, yep. And this is the quarterback's son, so it makes sense. Little quarterback. Okay, Freddie. All right. That's out to number 10, Cole Pearson. One of the few seniors on the team. Cole Pearson, 6 foot, 170-pound senior. So Slippery Rock getting a little momentum here. $1:39 left in the third quarter. Okay. So the Rockets are making a move here. Up the middle. And Cornelius got a couple of yards there, but looks like that was Mincer on the tackle. I mean, even this late in the game, you have a sophomore who, I don't care how good you are as a sophomore, your body's not fully developed like a senior is, and he's just competing as if he's a man playing with men.
Yeah, I mean he pretty much
nothing
is.
to it. I mean, he's just going after it, and kudos to him for, again, I believe that's why he's a senior, or not a senior. That's why he's a captain, is because of his intensity and his just continuous go and drive. Double pump.
Wow.
Oh my! That is a touchdown pass that was dropped. Cooper Glass, man.
It's fun to watch Campagna throw. That's, I mean, even when his feet aren't set, he still throws a darn near perfect pass there. But back to Mincer, and this isn't a slight to Ian Haynes by any means, but you can expect a quarterback to be a captain.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, and so to hear him as a sophomore captain doesn't surprise me, knowing a little bit about him.
Yeah.
But for Mincer to kind of be an outside backer and a running back, important positions, but not usually positions of high leadership. I mean, it is awesome to see.
No, the positions he's playing is more of a very athletic.
Yep.
All right, Sam Weimer on the tackle, saving the touchdown. So, that boy Sam. So again, Owen Long is doing a good job, junior for the Rockets of Slippery Rock, not Titusville.
Yes, yeah. Now they can see it in the picture again.
That's hilarious. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, I'm like, oh my word, that's brown compared to the dark red.
The padding underneath the field goal post for the Slippery Rock Rockets didn't come in, so they called the Titusville Rockets. Yeah. And why Titusville Rockets had an extra set of goalpost covers, I don't know.
I would think maybe
they're away and they just said
with the Houston Rockets. I mean, that's red.
Yeah.
Call up the Houston Rockets and be like, hey guys, I need to help.
You'd even think like they would have just like brought Franklin, like, hey, bring your goalpost pads on the way to the game. We'll slap them on there. But they went above and beyond, and they went clear to Titusville.
They did. So that's the end of the third quarter.
Okay.
28-0. The Slippery Rock Rockets are putting it to the Knights here in Slippery Rock. Game 2 of the schedule. It's been a lot more physical this half.
Yeah.
And a little bit of chippiness going on by each team.
Yep.
Out there tonight. So, and that's going to happen with football. But you hate to see any flags thrown or anybody, be in trouble here.
Yep, and that's I mean, you like to see that the Knights aren't quitting and just rolling over.
I do.
They didn't give up a touchdown that.
No, they did not.
They didn't give up any
quarter.
points that
Nothing.
quarter. So you look at that as a huge positive. But
yeah, and let me just, on behalf of all of the players that get flags, I'm not justifying for Sam. What I'm simply saying is that Sam's mom, dear Amy, the beloved woman that she is.
Yep.
She'll be giving Sam a hard time about that for a little while because she wants them to be nothing but gentlemen, which I do too. But
Well, working with them all in different capacities, they are. So I won't let one little penalty change my mind.
Thank you, Nick.
Yep. You tell Amy I said that right when she's yelling at him, too.
Well, listen, she listens to this all the time.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah, she'll re-listen.
Well, if you're listening, Amy, don't be too hard on him.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it.
Old Sam, he's got a fever and stuff.
Yeah, he did. That's honestly. I mean, when
it's the fever talking.
When you have a fever, I don't think, right?
No, I don't either.
I at least I don't. I mean,
I'm sweating now, and I'm kind of thinking, whoa, are we in Titusville? Oh, no, that's different Rockets. Campagna takes the the handoff. Oh, Menser's got him. He's not going anywhere. Good job, Menser, up there. Holding strong amongst those big boys.
Yep, playing tough.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Old Jason Grillo is listening and watching with us on Facebook. Jason Grill's a former Knight, very good athlete. More of a basketball. He did play football, but he was a good basketball player. All those Grill kids were good basketball players. Okay, so now the Rockets got 2nd and 10. Boy, this would be a nice place for a big stop.
Yeah, even a turnover. Do we have a turnover on the season?
No.
We had that fumble recovery.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, and Julian had an interception.
That's right. So 1 a game, that's still pretty good.
Campagna, a little flag. Well, if you want to back out of that a little bit, a little fuzzy on the players. There you go, baby. All right. So Slippery Rock, again, if I was coaching Slippery Rock, one small criticism of them is they've had a decent amount of penalties.
Yeah, the one thing I do like, though, is that they've got a lot of guys moving before the snap.
Oh, boy.
Legally, in motion and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So inevitably in high school you're going to have some of those, but I agree.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. It's not week 1, it's week 2. You'd like to see that be cleaned up just a bit.
Yep. So they didn't back up very far here.
No.
Only 5. Okay. Well, they were down pretty close. So 2nd and 10. And handoff up the middle. Not much going on there.
Still.
Yep. So that's going to be 3rd down for the Rockets. Again, Owen Long, junior, 5'10", 150-pound running back. He's a workhorse for those Rockets. Anytime there's a run, he's working. So we'll see how the Rockets are still getting their signals from the sidelines over there. Campagna has that's Glass in motion, rolls to the right.
Nobody there. Oh,
I
thought he had that.
I did too.
I thought that was one-handed.
Sam, that a boy.
Ooh, that's a good stop.
Yep. Did we get a replay of that?
No, we didn't.
Dang it,
I was taking a drink of water.
You'll have that.
I know.
All right. Well, Amy will watch it over and over again a couple times to see.
Yep.
She's a big Sam Weimer fan.
As she should be.
Yeah. So it looks like the Rockets are going to go for the field goal here.
Might as well get the work in.
Yeah. It's 4th and 10. 10 minutes left in the game. Kick it. See what you got here, guy. And that's one thing, when you have leads, the kickers don't get a whole lot of chance at field goals. So they got to improve somehow, you know.
Ooh.
High snap, down, up.
I think he got it.
Good.
Nice kick.
Very nice kick. So that's going to give the Rockets 3 more points to 31-0, the Slippery Rock Rockets.
This really tells me that Fairview must be a pretty solid team. I mean, Franklin's not doing too well at the moment, but
no.
They lost 35-0 last week.
It was,
and I don't think Slippery Rock's going to be the best team Franklin sees all year, but they got a really good quarterback. They got some young skill guys. I mean, they're not a bad team. I can see them finishing 5-5, 6-4, maybe 7-3, depending on their schedule.
Yeah.
So Fairview must be a pretty solid team this year.
Yeah, and Turk alluded to in an interview with the News Herald that Fairview is a contender for
they have to be
10 title. So again, if you just join us, it's 31-0 Slippery Rock Rockets up on the Knights with 10:01 left in the game. The old Slippery Rock cheerleaders are going to town down there, getting everybody all excited.
They got cowboy hats on. I just now noticed that, but I do notice I got the perfect view of the few students here from Slippery Rock. They seem to have them as well, so must be the thing tonight.
And there's an advisor down here.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, folks, if you saw what we saw, you would have a good old smile on your face. So, the Rockets are ready to kick off. Back deep are the Knights. Will Muth, Eddie Maddox, and Freddie Blackhurst.
I like the blinking cowboy hat. That thing's,
yeah,
that's pretty sick.
She got style. All right.
Did we just get an offside on the? Okay. How do you get offsides on the kickoff?
Dave Shaw, you got an answer for that?
Yep. Guy gets one coach of the week, and he just, oh my gosh.
Help your hubby. Michelle Shaw, are you there? So now it's going to be a little bit different. Now he gets a little bit, a couple more yards ahead.
He's kicked a few of these in the end zone
He
even
has. He had
without
that,
that. So
yeah, we'll see what this brings up for the Rockets. Now, do you try maybe get a little more air under it so you can get some guys down there?
I would.
He did. That's a beautiful kick.
That's a
right at the 1 yard line.
Yep.
Freddie Blackhurst makes the man miss. Goes on the outside. Going to get a block there. Okay.
Good little return.
Out to the 22 yard line. And there's a flag. And I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Wonder if there's a face mask on the way down, maybe?
That's what we can hope for. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Hey.
Slippery Rock. Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't ever want to see that, but if we have to pick one of them.
Yeah, I'd rather them do it than us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I'd hate to see Sam sleeping out in the yard tonight.
Well, two of them, and he gets ejected, so it's.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And maybe a game suspension.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't imagine he would want to do that.
No, you can't have that.
Well, if he gets a second one, Amy, then take back everything I said earlier.
He's sleeping outside.
Yep.
Well, all right. So Freddie brought it out to about the 22-yard line, 23. So that's going to, if it's a 10 or, I think it should be a 15. So
yeah, if it's unsportsmanlike, it is.
Yeah, get a 15-yarder. So that's good. Give it, there's no, I'm not saying we have to, but boy, be such a morale booster if we can score here. You got to get something.
Yeah, and I hate to say it like this, but 31-7 on the scoreboard at the end of the game looks a lot better than
31-0.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, that's just
Lynch back. Oh, nice. Oh, man, just couldn't get away from that one. Nice tackle by Doug Popovic.
Yep.
Open field, solo tackle.
Franklin still has a lot of time. I mean, they're going to get at least another possession after this. So string a couple touchdowns together, and you got a lot to look forward to.
100%. So, okay. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Fake the handoff, a little QB keep. Nice play.
Good.
All right, Lynch. Got a couple yards out of that. He definitely had the outside backer or maybe a D-end. He definitely had him froze.
Yeah, and he didn't get up. And here comes Moose.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to speculate from here, but I think it looked, I was just going to say, I think it looked like he was holding the back of his leg for a cramp, but it's really hard to say from up here.
No, but I'm glad it's a cramp.
Yes. Okay, now here we go. Somebody go find Freddie and get him a play ready. Oh.
Yeah.
So we don't have to call a timeout.
Yeah, we don't want any more timeouts. Only stoppage for maybe
have a play ready.
Yeah. Okay, so who's all watching here? If anybody has any more questions, we'd be more than happy to answer. And looks like he's up and
he's
going.
Up and moving.
Okay. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Knights. Again, it's a tough position to be a quarterback, a backup QB coming in on 3rd down.
Yeah, I feel, and this
bummer.
isn't, obviously Lynch isn't doing any of this on purpose, but I feel like every time Fred comes in, it's like 3rd and 15,
just
3rd
tough.
and 12, 4th and 31. Can we get him in on a 1st down?
Right. Blackhurst takes it. Little run up the middle, off to the left side for a few yards. But I assume you're in a 2-down territory.
I don't know why you wouldn't be.
Right. So it seems like we got a little bit of some. It's not thunder. It's just loud noise over there. It's kind of neat to.
They're punting.
The old Rockets are getting little rowdy Rockets.
They're okay.
All right. Oh, Richie's got a punt.
Little late decision. They lined up, and then at the last second they brought him out. So
Richie gets a snap.
Ooh.
Nice snap.
Nice block, Fred.
Okay, right at him. Wilmuth.
Oof. Uh-oh. Block in the back. Yep, they got it.
Yep. So it was a nice return by the Rockets, but you know when you start seeing a bunch of guys flying down and there's nobody in front of them, it's just people behind them.
Yeah, I missed the replay on it, but Mincer got shoved, 2 hands shoved right in the back.
Freddie's down as well.
Yeah, up and down and finally down.
Okay, Mincer was there checking on his player as well. He should. That's the captain in him.
That's exactly right. Those are classmates, 2 sophomores.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So we'll see how things go. Just want to let you know, again, Pollen Nation over at 612 Grant Street in Franklin, over in the 3rd Ward. We all know where they are. It's the old Anderson's Greenhouse. Go over there and see them. They got great selection of flowers, fall mums, sunflowers, and they'll just kind of brighten any little space in your house. They also have a wide array of pumpkins for pies. You like pumpkin pie, Nick?
Oh,
right.
I like pumpkin.
There you go.
Gourds,
squash. Just to give you something a little, make it a little more homey for your house in the fall season. So please give them a visit. Pollen Nation, 612 Grant Street in Franklin. And again, if you're listening, if you have a business and you're thinking about doing some advertising with us, we'd love to talk about you. Nick, I know for sure that my kids, I've had to go over to what is now Pollen Nation to get some, what do you call those, for the girls wear during the dances?
Yeah.
The
corsage? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That. Knowledge just flowing out of my bald head.
Yep. It's got to come out from somewhere.
Hey now, Coach Jason Rockwell is watching. What up, Rocky?
Not a good time to tune in, Coach Jason.
Yeah.
We got a Freddie Blackhurst down on the field, so.
Yeah. He's moving around.
Yeah,
I think he's more hurt than he is injured.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any kind of injury here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Becky
called. Becky's on the field. She's not tending to him, but she's pointing and stuff, so she's making things happen.
That's what Becky does.
Yeah. Also, too, just another sponsor for us is the 814 Photography. If you're listening, you probably are fond of Applefest. If you're close enough, I imagine you'll go. He'll have a booth set up in front of Smoke Cantina. Ryan mentioned that ornament, and we mentioned several times. Check out his Facebook page. He's got a ton of beautiful pictures on there.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's stuff you recognize. It's neat pictures of Franklin, especially downtown, that you drive by every day and you might not see. So yeah, 814 Photography. Check them out. Wedding photography, senior pictures, things like that. If you're looking for that, 814 Photography.
And it's out in front of the Smoke Cantina. And folks, if you haven't been there, I know one of the cooks. His name is Tom Myers.
Oh.
Yeah. Megan is there as well. Tom and Megan do a phenomenal job, and that's why I say they're very local oriented. They both are, from Franklin. Tom is a Utica kid, he's a kid. He's only 48.
Yep.
Class of 94. He's young. But anyways, he's there's a lot of great pitchers. He loves the outdoors and the nature, and so he's definitely always getting some nice pictures of some eagles along French Creek. Just a great stuff going on here. So, Michelle Shaw's here. Went for a peanut butter banana and heard my name.
Well, we were just telling you that Dave gets one coach of the week, and then he's got his guys out there just doing whatever they want. But honestly, we don't even know what happened. We just wanted a reason to yell at Dave.
Yeah.
It's just really what it is.
Anything to pick at somebody, we're up for it.
Yep.
So,
yep.
So, Sonny Marty, do you know who that is?
No, but I couldn't agree more.
One of these announcers getting a raise. Good question.
That's not your fake Facebook page, is it? No disrespect to Sonny Marty, but I just want to make sure that Ryan hasn't, created a page to get himself a raise.
I do have a second phone, but that's for my work phone. So.
Well, we don't need raises. I really enjoy doing this, and Ryan's got kids here, so I'm sure he'd be here anyway. But
it's fun.
I enjoy this. I think Friday nights are a little more fun than Saturday nights, but
that's
okay. This is the part that's not fun.
No.
With a guy down on the field now for several minutes here. Not sure what's wrong, but it looks like Becky's got the shoulder pads, so I don't really know what that means. It does look like they are bringing the stretcher out. I don't know. I'm hoping that's precautionary.
Yes, and I'm not laughing at that. I've been exactly in those same shoes out there.
Yeah.
I was laughing. Sonny Marty is Hunter Marsteller, who is the older brother of Luke.
That makes more sense.
Marsteller.
But, yeah, I know, and it's a sad thing. It's certainly nothing exciting, but I know from that gentleman last year in Karn City that had that brain bleed or whatever it was, aneurysm that didn't get noticed, that they are abundantly over-cautious with stretchers and things like that. And again, you experienced that with a little bit with Sam.
Yep.
So, I hope that's, it's a precautionary thing. We certainly don't know, but there is a Franklin player down. The stretcher is out, and, we're kind of at a standstill.
By all means, Freddie was moving everything around.
Yeah.
He was up walking around. I think it's more of a got hit hard and was dazed and confused.
Yeah.
Kind of concussion.
He was a little wobbly.
Going on there. Yeah, because his legs were going side to side. He was walking. But he's in good hands out there. There's a lot of attention, a lot of good experienced people out there. Obviously, Moose and Becky from our staff are out there.
Yep.
Becky's been around.
I trust those two. Yep. I trust those two any day of the week.
Yep. They were great whenever Sam had his injury, and I feel pretty confident Freddie's in great hands out there, and Dr. Fee's out there as well. So they're just making sure he's being okay. Jim Caffrey's watching. Oh, we all know Jim. He's that gentleman at the Y, at the desk, back in the what do they call the fitness room?
Yep. Yeah, fitness center.
Yep. Good guy. Good. He loves the Franklin sports, and so he's always asking some questions about what's going on, and he knows that I have some inside scoop with my kids, and he's just a good guy. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a tough situation too, and this is certainly not to blame anyone, but boy, it's going to be hard. The same thing happened, with Sam last year. It's so hard to sit this long, down 31, and pick back up and play.
Yeah, because you have 7:59 left in the.
Yeah, I mean, there's just under a full quarter to go, and you can't. I mean, I guess you could, but they're not going to probably just stop the game. So if you're just tuning in here, we've got a Franklin player down. Unfortunately, the stretcher is out. We're hoping that it's out of an abundance of caution, but we just don't know. So that's where we're at. 31-0. Rockets are up. Franklin's moved the ball a lot more this week than they have in the past, but haven't scored yet. And so we're hoping that if and when this game gets resumed, that we can
put some points on the board here, but right now our main priority, or maybe not ours, but those on the field's main priority is the night down. So another good opportunity here just to shout out some of the sponsors. King of Spades Landscaping. They do a little bit of everything: mulching, flower bed installation, retaining wall, patio paver, bush and hedge trimming, mowing, lawn fertilizing, lawn rolling. I hate to use the S word, but they do snow removal, material delivery, things like that. So if you're in that, if you're looking for that, it's getting to be the fall season. Don't wait until the leaves fall. Give them a call ahead of time. Get on that schedule. Again, King of Spades Landscaping. Give them a call, 814-493-5138. And we've mentioned it several times, but the other one's Pollination. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that is a mother-daughter, King of Spades and Pollination. So families with a couple local businesses, and we definitely want to support them. So give them a call. Anything you've got, flower needs, things like that, give them a call.
Okay, sorry about that, Nick. I had to
you're good.
take a phone call from my wife, Amy. So she was just checking to see if I knew anything more than what we see. What is that is Freddie Blackhurst, and Becky told that this is mostly precaution because he felt some pain and tingling down the back of his neck and spine, but he was moving all legs, arms, and everything. So
good.
It's more of a precautionary thing. But please, if you are an active prayer warrior, please pray for Freddie Blackhurst and the staff that he gets all he needs to be back out and healthy and happy and loving life as he usually does.
So yeah, not ideal. I got the chance to spend a week on a mission trip with Fred this year, and good young guy. He's got a lot going for him, and outside of sports, he's a good kid outside of sports, and hopefully this is just a little bit of a brief time here. I can tell you from, unfortunately, this happening this time last year, they usually give 5 minutes, 10 minutes to let these kids warm back up. So
that's what they're doing.
If you were hoping to see some football and not hear us talking, you're going to have to wait a few more minutes.
Sorry about that, but yes.
Yeah, that's just where we're at.
So it's 7:59 left in the game. 31-0. The Slippery Rock Rockets are up on the Franklin Knights. So it looks like it's going to be.
Who even has the ball?
We kicked off because there were some blocks in the back.
Yes, we punted, and there's a block in the back on Mincer, and that's how. So it's Slippery Rock's ball, right?
Yeah, about the 45-yard line is what it's looking like to me.
Boy, it's been so long, I forgot.
Yeah. So one thing that's kind of exciting, Nick. Do you do any fantasy football stuff?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
A lot of people were doing their draft this weekend. So all those that are drafting for their fantasy football leagues, I hope you have a good fantasy football season.
Yeah. And
also that means this upcoming 1 week from tomorrow. Or no, actually they start on Thursday nights. So I suppose this Thursday you're going to start seeing some NFL football. So
yeah, I don't know if Darren is still watching, but I think it's the Chiefs-Ravens, isn't it? Am I correct in that?
I think it is Chiefs. I'm not sure about the Ravens, though.
I thought it was the Chiefs and the Ravens. I could be making that up completely.
Well, I believe
there it is. Ravens, September 5th, 8:20.
Where is that, in Kansas City or in Baltimore?
That is the question.
It's probably at Kansas City.
Arrowhead,
Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, they would get the first game at home.
Yeah,
not the
Super Bowl
dirty
champs.
birds. They don't deserve to play at home first.
Whoa! Shots fired for all you Ravens fans. So, women, if you're listening to the show, just know that your men will be very busy on Saturdays and Sundays, whether it's college football, preparing for NFL football, watching NFL football Monday night, Thursday night, Sundays, and it's going to happen for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
So just be gentle with them. They mean well, and they're
just busy now.
Listen, it's not about them. It's about their team.
Yeah.
They're doing it for their team.
they're a part of the team, and it would be selfish of them to, not watch.
Yeah. So,
in all seriousness, though, it was really enjoyable that there was so much college football on today. I don't know if you're a college football fan, but this is my favorite time of year.
Yeah, it's
playoff
a good time.
baseball and football getting going, getting good.
Whoa. Will upstairs posted on here that Friday you got Eagles against the Packers in Brazil.
Oh, that's right. I've been reading a bunch of stuff. They're not allowed to leave their hotels and stuff because of all this gang violence and stuff.
Where do they play down there? I mean, Rio de Janeiro is a tough town.
I think that's it.
Back to the action.
Here we go.
7:59 left in the game. The Rockets are up 31-0. And a run up the middle.
Nice.
Not much happening because you got Killa Cunningham, Jeremy Cunningham, doing it up for the Knights. Nice sack. Nice individual effort there by Cunningham.
I don't think a delay of that long really helps any team, but if it does help a team, it'd probably be Franklin with as few numbers as they have.
Yeah, little break.
Yeah.
Breather. All right, 2nd down, 10. Campagna takes a snap, fakes the throw, goes deep, and he has number 22 open. And he's going to break a couple tackles.
Oh,
and he breaks another tackle, and he scores for the Rockets.
Oof.
That is number 22, Owen Long, for the Rockets. A nice little
fake screen there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer for the Knights because that's just
insult to injury at this point.
Yeah, it is. It's tough because I know that it's early in the season. It's only 2nd week of the year, but it becomes more mental than physical now.
Yeah, you got to grind through these 7 minutes.
Yep.
I'm sure a lot of guys are worried about Fred, but there's nothing they're going to do for him here. You just got to
you're right.
Get through this game, stay healthy, and keep on rolling.
And again, another point after is good. So that puts the Rockets up 38-0 over Franklin.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah. So one thing that the Knights need to do is try and make something happen here before the end of the game. Try and get that big 0 off the board.
Yeah. You don't want to see it. It doesn't.
No.
It's not helpful. Yeah.
Nah.
I would honestly have said this is probably a good time to give Maddox and Freddie a little bit of run at quarterback, but now without Fred, I don't know if you even worry about that.
Sure
I don't know.
What to do here.
I mean,
so the Knights are going to get the ball back. Down 38-0 here in Slippery Rock Saturday night. And this is getting to be a little bit out of hand here for the Knights. They got to just kind of keep their P's and Q's. No more, brain lapse, emotional penalties. Just kind of hold serve and try and get a score here.
Yeah.
Dig deep.
The mercy rule is in effect. I think it's 35, so the clock will start running now, which is probably good for everyone involved.
Again, another kickoff by the Rockets that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I feel like he's either gone in the end zone or out of bounds every kick.
Yeah, it's not much in the middle. Except for, the Knights haven't capitalized on this.
No, they have not.
You have to kind of, if someone's going to give you out to the 35, you got to get something going here now.
I am terribly distracted by one of the green hat guys who's cramping.
For those of you that can't see, the green hat guys are the people on the Slippery Rock sideline that are kind of coordinating and sending in the plays.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those two 68 and 54 were the starting linemen, and I think the younger guys are in, the ones that were the green caps. But the one guy in the green cap is like, he's just waddling up the sideline. He's going through it right now.
Yep.
No excuses, though. Someone needs to give him the signs, and he's doing it.
Yeah. So Lynch is still in there quarterbacking. He has Steigerwald and Mincer. Out wide is Johnson and Wilmuth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Just
Good
like
play,
we drew
Mintz.
it up.
Yeah, Mincer outside, going to get down the 50-yard line. Out of bounds. Nice play, Mincer. I mean, that if you see that on replay, that was not – I don't think that was an intentional direct
Definitely
snap.
not.
But just a very athletic play by Mincer. Good hand-eye coordination there.
And just based off of some of these numbers I'm seeing out here, I haven't seen yet. I think Slippery Rock's put a lot of their reserves in, which is good for both teams. Keeps them healthy and kind of gives Franklin a little bit of chance to do some things.
Get some positives.
Yeah, I see a guy at the bottom of the screen for the Knights I haven't seen him with the long white sleeves.
Yeah, we'll have to get a number on that guy.
Whoa.
That is number 9. Is that 9 or 8?
I think it's 9. It's one of the Grigsby boys. I just can't tell which one.
Yeah, tough to tell. But again, freshman.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's got to be 9 because we called, which would be Isaac. We called Liam's name earlier, and he definitely did not have those long sleeves on. So,
okay.
I mean, I guess he could have changed on the sideline, but it's about 100 degrees outside, so I'm not sure why you would.
No.
If you didn't already have it on.
No. Second down. Outside. Mincer gets a couple, breaks a couple, and then gets out of bounds, and he's going to get that first down for us. Breaks 1, 2 tackles. Third one got him, but boy, that
running hard.
Yeah, he is still pounding in that rock. I mean, they just keep on going and going and going. So hopefully the Knights can get something here. Got to get it in the end zone. You got a little over 5 minutes left, and of course that clock, whether you go out of bounds or not, because the mercy rule's in effect, it's going to continue. The clock continuing to run is a little frustrating, but I mean that's the way it goes when you're down by.
Yep, I think it only stops on touchdowns and injuries at this point. Timeouts.
Yep, a little bit of a pitch.
Liam Grigsby. Oh, he fumbled.
Yeah,
out of bounds, no harm done.
And as you can see, the sideline official, as he gets hit here, whistles and then runs his arm as if to keep the clock running. So they're probably only going to get about 6-8 more plays. So second
they're moving
and 5.
The ball, though.
They are moving the ball.
Do we have many? I know this. Every team has them, but we don't have too many backup linemen. I mean, there's not too many guys over there on the sideline to me that look like backup linemen.
Yeah.
Couple young guys in at the skill positions I see, but a lot of the same linemen.
Yep. Lynch directing some traffic.
Sam's open.
Oh, please.
Too hard. Ooh.
Okay. So it was a nice try there by Lynch and Sam, trying to get the ball to him.
Yeah, that's where it was there the whole time. He did put way more under it, which is good.
Yep.
Just a little too much. He threw that to Freddie, and it was Sam running, and that's nobody's fault. That's just the way it is.
She goes.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. No, 2nd? 3rd and 5. 3:20, and the clock is still running. So by the time we snap, this is going to be about three and a few seconds left in the game. Mincer takes the pitch. The first down, makes a cut, stays in bounds. Look at him go.
It's one thing you can guarantee, and I can say this from working with him, you're not going to have to worry about Mincer giving up. That kid will be running people over until the last play of this game.
So the Knights are going to get that first down, which is going to – I think they can still get another first down because it's about the 17 or 16. So the Knights can still get a first down, so we're not in 4-down territory for first and goal yet. Lynch takes it, pitch to Mincer. Oh, that's there. He's going to get outside. Another cut back in.
Nice
What
run.
a hard run by Mincer. He's get down to the 2-yard line. Knights with a timeout, I believe.
Somebody. Yep, timeout Franklin.
Timeout Franklin. Smart play there by the Knights to call a timeout because Mincer was laying on the ground, and I'm not sure he was about ready to get up.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. He's been in every play this game.
Yeah. You can see that play. Mincer did a nice job out there making that run. So kudos to Mincer. He's really been a workhorse tonight for the Knights. So it looks like it's 1st and goal at the 2. You need to slide over and see. You can. In the hot and sticky nitty-gritty of Slippery Rock City.
Yeah. It gets to a certain point in the night, like after you get hot and sticky, it doesn't get any worse. It's
it's just more.
Yeah. So I reached that point just carrying the equipment up the bleachers earlier.
Yeah.
So, you know, at this point it's just been like, you know, here we are. And
let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, the Knights down there.
Let's put this in. Here we go.
We got to get something in here. 2:17 left in the game. 1st and goal. Handoff to Mincer. Staggerwall, nice block.
Got it.
There we go.
That's good.
All right, the Knights got a score, so that's a very positive thing for Mincer to get into the end zone. First time of the year.
Yep.
For Caden. Congratulations on him for the 2024 touchdown.
Yep. I apologize. I can't remember if he scored last year, so this might be his first ever.
So.
Yeah, I know he had a couple nice plays. No, you know what? He did break a really long run, but did he score on that last year?
I don't know.
Either way, first this year and first of several more throughout the next couple of years.
100%. Connor Ritchie with the kick is up and good. So that's going to be a score and conversion. So 38-7, the Knights get on the board. There's only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in this game. It's been a very dominating performance by the Rockets, truly. You know, hats off to them. There's only 5, or maybe 4 or 5 seniors on that team. They're just, that program's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that just blows my mind. I mean, when I've seen 5 seniors when you've got 25 kids, but if the roster they gave us is correct, they've got I think 4 or 5 seniors out of 50-something kids. That's that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Most of these kids out here playing right now are young. So they're going to be good over these next couple of years.
100%.
Brakel's got some young guys out there too, which is promising. A lot of
a
lot of these guys I can see out here on the kickoff look. You know, I can see Marsteller, the Grigsby brothers. I mean, there's a lot of young guys out there too. So
Martin's out there.
Yep.
So there's a lot of there's a ton of positive things for this young program, but the one thing they have to do is not be content with where they're at.
Yeah.
They got to continue to work and the off season, whether it's conditioning and get stronger. Even if you're playing other sports, you got to hit the weights.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that honestly, historically has been an issue for the football program. Even back to when I played, not enough guys are in the weight room. And, you can get away with not doing that, maybe baseball and basketball, but you've got to be in the weight room in football. There's just
nice
no other
kick.
option. Nice kick. Oh, wow, that's it. Go get it. Franklin's ball. Oh!
How in the world? Okay.
Who's 88? Ethan Dahmers, I apologize. But he almost recovered an onside kick at the 5-yard line.
I'm not sure if he knew he was allowed to get that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not too often do you get all the way down to the 10-yard line and no one's touched the ball from the other team.
Yeah, that was the perfect squib kick, too. Was that Richie, I assume? Or
yeah, definitely. Because as soon as that thing went about 20 yards, it just spun and hit, and it like a rocket just shipped it way up in the air.
We might be doing that more next week.
Why not?
That was pretty good.
I mean,
so 2 minutes. Let's get a stop.
Yeah, maybe get a little safety action. We'll see.
That would be ideal.
So 2:01 left. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Or I'm sorry, for the Rockets. Handoff.
Nice. Oh boy.
Oh wow. Wrapped up viciously. Is that Caden Kaselka, I believe, on the tackle?
75, I believe, is. Yep.
Yep.
Sophomore, another young one.
Yep. So they're going backwards. The Knights are pushing and pushing, so we'll see what we can get out of here. So there's about 2 or 3 plays left here. Nick?
Yep. Slippery Rock's going to take as long as it can. Back judge put his hand up, so he's got about 3, 2. Boy.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say that
Not
was
enough. Half the distance. Back him up. So for you, those of you that don't know, everybody probably does, but I just explain it for the few. If you're inside the 10-yard line and you get a penalty, it's half the distance to the goal. So it's not a full.
Yep. Same thing going the other way, too. If you're within 10 yards and you get a 10-yard penalty of the end zone, then you get half of that. So, which I guess would make sense, because how do you get more than what's left?
Yeah, they're not going to automatically say, oh, safety.
Oh, boy. They're putting somebody in, and 53's going in, and the stands went crazy.
I'm thinking somebody that doesn't play very often.
I would guess. 73 or 53, or maybe it was number 18. Either way, whoever that young man was is.
There's 13 seconds left. The penalty's against Slippery Rock, probably like a false start. Yep. And I don't think we're going to get another play in this game. So, folks, the final score here in Slippery Rock. The Slippery Rock Rockets are successful over the Franklin Knights, 38-7. A very dominant performance by the Slippery Rock Rockets.
Yep.
Kudos to their program. They're very young, and they got a lot of promising things going on. So very nice facilities here, and thank you, Slippery Rock. So we'll just jump right into the post-game show. Welcome to the post-game show. Please don't leave us.
Please don't do it.
No, don't do that, folks. So I think it's pretty obvious who the player of the game. We haven't even talked about this, but Caden Mincer is the player of the game for the Franklin Knights. He was just all over the place. When they were gaining yards, Mincer had the ball. He was everywhere on defense, and he just that motor just never stops on him. So thank you, Caden Mincer, player of the game. Very good job tonight. Next week, we're going to be on the road in Warren. There is not a great way to get to Warren.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say this because Warren is a nice town, but I just hate having to go up to Warren.
It's a hike. And what stinks is the ride home from Warren is long.
It's long. It's dark. There's deer.
Deer everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it's not like, you know, at the end of October and deer are running everywhere to begin with. So.
Yeah, that's where we were last year. Chad and I rode home together because you left with Sam, and we were dodging all the deer.
Yeah. So, again, thank you for listening. Those of you, if you want to get some watch parties set up, please do so. You know, we would like to hear from you. Get some sponsors. We need some sponsors for this to keep the show moving. We enjoy doing this, but we also enjoy interaction. We enjoy the sponsors. So please get a hold of us, and we will tune in next week for Franklin at Warren next Friday night, 7 o'clock. For Ryan and Nick, so long from Slippery Rock. Go Knights.
Go Knights.